All right, let's roll. The Friday Night Free Show has begun. The pimps, the players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between. Everybody can settle down. The chaos is all good. And I see in the chat there's a lot of stupid comments, but from a lot of not so smart people. So you ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer. Let's see, I'm in jail. My computer's dead. Yeah, I know. I got arrested. My computer's dead. Yeah, I'm in jail. I got and everything else in between. So listen, we appreciate the patience. To be honest, we just sort of lost track of time for a minute. We stepped out, and I was off by like 70 minutes with something. But nevertheless, Dodgers up 2-0 right now, 5-0 for the Boston Red Sox. Looks like the Yankees have something going on. Utah State's drilling BYU 21-0. Middle Tennessee State's up 24-17. We got some CFL action. Bombers up 32-24. Busy night here tonight. Of course, this Yankees-Red Sox series off and running. And so, look, they're in the 7th inning right now. Wow. This shit, started at 7:25? Like the fucking marathons have begun. The marathons have begun. My cold? It's okay. It's better than it was, but it's still we're still not fully back. I got sick like last fucking Friday or something like that. Like it was bad timing to get sick. I've been sick all week, but whatever, man. I don't really bitch about getting sick. I just sort of plow through. I just sort of plow through. Basically, if I could, if I shut things down every time I didn't feel well or I was sort of, I'm a little sick, then yeah, I'd never fucking do anything. We are a little tired here this evening. I was just a little rattled. Like I said, I've been running around. I lost track of time. And I got to tell you, I did not know that it was 21-0 in the Utah State game. And I'll tell you what, it's not like BYU have a hope in hell of coming back. Not exactly a team that's going to come back. I hate betting in advance. I hate fucking putting bets in like 2 days. If you notice, I'm noticing this myself. Like basically every bet that I made like too far in advance, I've lost. And when I go there and I got to get a bet in for like on the day or something like that, I'll win. It's fucking whacked. It's kind of frustrating, actually. I'm having a problem with the stream here tonight. That was something that frustrated me earlier. I'm having a problem with Bosscast here this evening. Always motherfucking something. One of these days today, man. I don't know what it is with mics this week, but today they didn't have my mic on Game Time Decisions. Fuck. So I'm in the studio even. They're going to tell me my mic's not on. I'm staring at a red light. Well, when you do fucking like 17 fucking shows a week, shit's going to fall through the cracks. Even like the producer guys, they work hard too. So sometimes, see, yeah, like it's just spinning right now. Bosscast, just spinning. Do I know where I'm watching the UFC tomorrow night? Sort of. It's starting to get there a little bit. We'll figure something out. But I think I'm going to go I think I'm going to watch it in Hoboken. Basically, I'm going to watch the fight with Michel Serpico and maybe Drew. So yeah, we'll be throwing it down probably with Michelle, but Kyle Hamburg starts packing. I'm debating coming to visit Gabe, says Ghetto. Guys, I do work 18 hours a day, huh? It's like Las Vegas. People used to call me, hey, I'm coming to Vegas, man. It's like, yeah, and like, and you want me to do what? Like, well, I thought, it's like, yes, it's the worst for people who live in Vegas. It's the fucking worst, for the people that live in Vegas. People rolling in. Like, it's funny because I remember people who live in Vegas, like Blessing gets sort of grumpy when people tell him to go to Vegas because he gets like, same shit. He's been there forever. All good, Ghetto. Matthias. Yeah, Matthias. The idiots are about the same. It's not like, yeah. No, we'll set something up, Ghetto. I'm eventually going to have like a road rage here. I'm going to sort of have like a party here, so that'll be a good time to come down. Ghetto. So yeah, wait, we never really know until tomorrow, but yeah, I don't know. I might go down to Michelle, where Michel Serpico is. I'm kind of having a feeling I won't like it, but that's the thing, But I also think she'll probably be genuinely sort of weirded out if I don't. So yeah, Ghetto's good with me anytime, Hazer. Ghetto's better with me anytime. I got a message from someone today too, the other day. I'm coming to New York. It's like, listen, I don't even have time to go to the fucking Sportsbook, baby. So I don't really know. Like, I got a ton of messages from fucking the dude at Homicide here, which is just annoying. This guy pissed me off so much. It's been like 2 weeks. I still don't want to fucking talk to him. But I won't have a choice. I'm gonna have to respond to that. I'm gonna have to get my super contest picks in. We got to do a lot of stuff here. Got to do a lot of stuff. So my Twitter's blowing up here today. Big shows today. We had Joey Odessa. On. We had Teddy Covers on the show today. We had Owen Daniels, NFL tight end. And, of course, Michel Serpico and Corey Parson, in which viewers on TV were basically, and online, were basically treated to probably like the best ass shot ever on TV. I remember, like, after, like, what was going on, I was thinking to myself, I was like, wow, this is pretty much what, what we envisioned. This is pretty much what we envisioned. Except I told Corey after, I'm like, Corey, fact, like you kind of shouldn't have tapped out after 30 seconds. Right? I said, we kind of hyped this up and, it only lasted 30 seconds. And, oh, yeah, we had Marlon Man, too, who is actually a very, very cool dude. I think I like Marlon Man just because he doesn't like Jeffrey Lurie or David Sampson. And now he's got a beef with Derek Jeter. It's funny, too, because Marlon Man, Marlon Man asked Michelle Serpico to go to the game. And me and Corey jump in on it. And we're like, yeah, listen, we're thinking if you're going to go with Michelle, like we should be coming too. He's like, yeah, right. But then after he sent Michelle a text, and he goes, that interview was fucking great. He goes, tell them if they go on, we're all going to the game. So it's going to be really funny. Like we need the Yankees to advance because he's not going to be here until next week. So we need the Yankees to advance, and we'll all be like behind home plate with Marlon Man, which would just be funny as fuck on TV. I'm telling you, the video of Marlon Man, fucking going to the Virgin Islands is one of the funniest fucking things ever. Well, fuck, my lawyer is on Judge Judy. Fuck, I can't. Yeah, I think he's a corporate lawyer. I think he's a corporate lawyer. But fuck me, man. I'm fucking pissed off right now, guys. I need fucking BYU to come back. I hate betting in fucking advance, man. All right. Big Man wants to come on earlier tonight, so we'll get Big Man on in a minute here. Give me a second. Like I said, I didn't realize what fucking time it was. I was sitting here in the fucking dark. I was like trying to fix my phone. I got fucking stiffed on that prepaid credit card. I got all kinds of shit going on. It's one of those days today. Sunny Vegas telling me, it said, holy fuck, bro. Thanks for giving us a view, but you're going to have to go fuck yourself. I don't know what it is with this show on this place at SBR, which happens to be brought to you by Bet Online. Check out Bet Online. Great promos, great odds in-game. Bet Online's a good site. Use it. Go over to sportsbookreview.com and then click Bet Online. But I was going to say, I don't know what it is. Like, why do we have so many psychopaths that watch me all the time? Not all the time, but it's like the night shows. I guess it's the Friday Night Freak Show thing or whatever, but I hate to say it, but fuck, we have a lot of losers who are fans of mine. Not you, of course, but, I'd say like there's a few people that, it's sad. Like, it's sad to know that, like, some of my biggest fans are just pure losers. Like, the best part is, like, these people, like, I can tell them this, too. I can tell them, I don't like you and I don't want you here, but they'll still watch anyways. Like, I'll kick this guy out and he's going to come back. Like, honestly, I'm like the NFL. Like, no matter what I say about you, it doesn't matter. Like, there's one guy on the morning show. I fucking ripped this guy in the chat so hard, and there he was the next day watching me again. And I was thinking, whatever. I gave up almost. I was like, dude, fuck. I basically said, fucking, you're a piece of shit. And I went on and on and on. There he is next morning. Hey, guys, in the chat. It's like, I realized, you know what? The guy's just a loser. He's got nothing else in his life. So let him fucking troll. Yeah, I know. It's okay, but we'll let Tyreek stay anyways. We'll let Tyreek hang around anyways. But other than that, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Scott Ramsey. No, I just don't understand some of these people. It's like, dude, like who the hell like is going to be a fake sunny Vegas? It's not fake. It's like I'm sure the guy thinks he's the guy thinks I'm sure the guy thinks he's funny or something. But whenever we see that, we're just like, oh yeah, here we go. Fuck. Here we go. But at the same point in time, I'm not stupid. Like you need haters and shit to keep the scales of justice going. All right. All right, let's roll. Let me get this link over to Big Man. I don't know. What, you got a big date tonight? Here's fuck, my DMs are blowing up, man. I haven't checked online all day. here's Kyle saying he just watched Wednesday's show. Yo, Gabe, I just went back and watched the show on Wednesday with Babano. That 45, 50-minute mark was one of the best things I've ever seen. I'm dying over here. I was crying so fucking hard. That's the thing. Like that little bit with Babano on Wednesday night really was funny as fuck. When I said, come on, man, you didn't even fucking have a pick on October 1st? And yeah, he could have laughed it off, but no. He had to get all upset about it. It really was good, fuck. And like most people get red or something, like Babano gets whiter. Babano just gets whiter. And I'm tired. Yeah, it was too funny. So, anyways, we appreciate everybody tuning in, even you haters. It looks like the Vegas guy fucked off right away. He's like, oh fuck. It reminds me of the night, though, when I remember when I booted Drew Martin. I'm like, get out of here, fake Drew Martin. Him getting so mad and him dropping, I don't think you know how handicapping works. I said you were eligible. I was like, well, you know, it's fucking, you gotta pump that up. Like, come on, man. It was the biggest hype since LeBron James went to Miami. And then, you know, there was no pick. Hey, we wish Babano the best. I got thick skin. I could take it, you know, like I took the, I was just fucking around and he got pretty upset quickly. Yeah, Babano's taking a lot on this show, so it's all in good humor. No, I don't know any of the guys at Steve's Music in Montreal anymore. No, I used to, but no. Yeah, that's the thing. Babano doesn't like try to be funny, but he is funny. He doesn't want to be funny, but he just is. It's like Cohen, our boy Cohen. Cohen didn't think he was funny, but he was funny. Like that's the whole thing. If you try to be funny, you're probably not going to be funny. Like most of my funny bits aren't planned, right? They just sort of happen. If I can't plan something to be funny, although I have considered doing some stand-up comedy before. I figured I'd just sort of do my bit that I do on Sports Rage and fucking go and yell at people in a comedy club. Okay, put me on the club. We have a lot. Let's go. We have a lot of games. Because Babano wants to break down every NFL game. Like we can't. Like I tell him, listen, we're not doing every game. I'll read the lines to every game and you just sort of pick a few. Otherwise, it's like, you know, it's a 2.5 hour fucking, it's a 2.5 hour venture. I can't, I don't know, man. Boss Cat, I'll get a stream going here. My ad block crashed too, and it's causing me a lot of problems. Like, is ad block charging money now or something? Because ad block crashes for me like every fucking, like all the time. And without ad block, these streaming sites are a fucking nightmare. All right, so we sent the link to Big Man. I was waiting for him to join us. Donovan, is this, have I ever heard of Do I Know Montreal Night? Try uBlock, huh? No, let me try this uBlock stuff. uBlock. I don't want the Chrome store though. I just want I want something easy. uBlock, fast and efficient. Yes. Add uBlock. Add to Chrome. Add extension. Check it. All right, looks like I got uBlock in here now. Donate. Yeah, I would, but I got some financial problems right now. And I'm losing picks here. This fucking sucks, motherfuckers. Fuck me, man. Fuck, I hate betting in advance. Okay, so now it's installed. So this should, let's see. Now let's see if Bosscast is better. But Bosscast still doesn't work for me. Like it doesn't load. It keeps spinning. Bosscast. Fuck off, man. Why is everything so fucking hard, man? Nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever fucking easy. Motherfuckers. All right, here. Now we're on Bosscast. We got in here. All right, what do I want to watch? Fuck. I want to watch the BYU game. This baseball game seems to be fucking taking forever anyways and going nowhere. So Big Man on campus joins us. What's up, Big Man?
What's up, big guy? How are you?
Good, good. So what's going on tonight, man? You have a big date tonight or something?
Yeah, I gotta go fuck abroad after this. I got a Cuban broad on deck, baby. You know, only the 10s over here.
Only the 10s for Big Man.
Only 10s, brother. I don't fuck with 8s. You know, you might get it twisted. I know I'm pretty good looking, but I actually do get hot women also.
Well, there's fucking like two.
Well, I actually wanted to see you early. I mean, is that a problem? Is there a problem with that? I mean,
Well, I started late tonight.
I wanted to see you early. I missed you. I haven't seen you in a while.
It's a little off. So I started. So usually I start like 10:07 or something, but I started at like 10:17. I lost track of time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did start a little late. I was wondering.
Yeah, I have like I didn't have my phone and whatever. I was in the dark. Fucking.
I thought you might have fell asleep.
Off, and I was sort of. I didn't, you know what I mean? I thought it was like 9:48. I'm like, oh shit, fuck, it's fucking 10:08. Like fucking, you know, I didn't look basically. Oh, I see Connor and Connor threw a kick at Khabib. Here it is.
He did late, right at the end of the face-off. It missed him, but
he's such a clown. Fuck.
Where's Khabib from, Gabe?
Kazakhstan.
It's Dagestan, Gabe.
Yeah, Dagestan, whatever.
No, I'm not married. Why the fuck would I be married? Fucking Cuban broads.
Dagestan.
Dagestan.
Fucking Corey Parson today is fucking dude's too much. Like fucking.
I gotta tell him, dude. That look, I don't know if I'll ever meet him, but that wrestling match was brutal and that was ugly.
Yeah. Well, it was really just an excuse to get Michelle rolling around.
Sure.
And it worked. We were successful.
Good point.
Yeah, we were successful. But yeah, so Corey Parson like really thinks like he doesn't know Dagestan, whatever the fuck it's called.
Dagestan, yeah.
And he's from Kazakhstan. Like
he doesn't know it's like its own territory.
Well, no, basically he just kept thinking like that Borat is from Kazakhstan.
Yeah, and it's all the same, right?
And I told him, I said, Borat's not really from Kazakhstan. And I said, it's a scam. He's not from Kazakhstan.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a country. It's basically a federal, like...
Well, Kazakhstan's a country.
Well, yeah, Dagestan's not. It's like a region. It's a caucus of Russia.
Yeah, it's one of the areas that got broken up. It's like Georgia.
Sure.
Russia, right? You know, exactly.
They just haven't... Dagestan just doesn't have their independence, I don't believe.
I don't know what Khabib's deal is. He's kind of all over the place politically.
Well, he's definitely a supporter of Russia. I believe
he embraces Russia. Yeah, he's not anti-Russia,
and I think he doesn't like Chechnya because if you hear like Chechens hate him supposedly.
But like no, exactly. But he also is he hangs out with a lot of sort of like warlord types and shit.
Sure.
Right. You know, I think that guy actually. Who's the guy that fucking Mo Salah met? Fuck.
No, that's the Chechen guy. They don't like each other.
Yeah, that Chechen guy though hangs out.
He's a major warlord.
Yeah, he hangs out with like Verdum and shit. But like a lot of fighters hang out with that guy too. Khabib's family is like well connected though.
Right? Yeah. His father, yeah.
I think people think Khabib's father's buddies with the Russian government type shit, which you kind of have to be if you're rich over there.
Sure.
So, like Khabib is rich. Like Khabib's family is rich. He downplays it. Like, no, we're not that rich. He goes, they're well off, but it's like, and then someone said, no. They're like 100 millionaires rich. Like they're fucking
really?
They're buddies with the government rich.
Oh wow. I didn't know they were that rich.
Yeah, no, he's filthy rich. Like basically when he offered to pay for the fight before.
Okay.
Like Tony Ferguson didn't want to fight him basically. Listen, Khabib's a fucking murderer, right? So people really don't want to fight him. Like Connor avoided him for as long as he could. Like Connor had to fight him. Like Connor couldn't avoid him anymore. So Tony Ferguson wanted to fight him, but basically he was honest and said, listen, fuck, they're not offering me enough money to fight this guy. And Khabib was like, don't be scared. Fucking, I pay you. He goes, you take my money. I don't care about the money.
Oh, so, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like he was like, I don't need the money. I don't care about the money. I don't fight for money. He goes, I'll pay you if Dana won't pay you. Of course, Dana can't have that. I'm sure Dana would love that. Fuck.
Well, you're big on the fight game. I got to ask you a couple questions about this. I was watching the press conference, not the one yesterday, one like a week ago, and Connor kept talking about how Khabib looks up to McGregor and how, he's a fanboy. What was that all about?
No.
As Conor McGregor comes out to me as like just a boisterous guy, lies a lot, just says shit to say it.
He's kind of, I don't know. Connor's kind of a clown, right?
Yeah.
So, but it works. People buy it. People like it.
Sure.
Like there's like a kid in class all the time that'll say really stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you think, fuck, this kid's an idiot.
Yep.
But then after school, like, he picked up the hot chick because of the things he said.
Yeah, I know a lot.
Conor McGregor, like you think like, holy fuck, this guy just doesn't shut up. But people like that in the fight game. People do. And it's weird because a lot of fighters talk smack. You've seen it. You're a boxing fan. A lot of fighters talk smack and it doesn't really resonate. But people
He's rough.
He's an entertainer. And you know what I honestly think it is? And as simple as it is, big man? It's his fucking accent.
Yeah, I mean, he says shit funny. Like
if he was just an American guy talking about, I don't give a shit, I don't give a fuck, who the fuck are you? People would like be like, whatever, fuck,
Well, he says "fookin" and
who the fuck are you? Ha ha ha! I don't give a bollocks. You know what I mean? Like it's
the Mayweathers.
Yeah, fuck the Mayweathers, fuck the Jameson brothers, fuck you, like fucking. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fucking bust his head. People love that shit. Like it is. I'm telling you, it's the accent.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I would agree with you on that. Now, who do you have winning?
Khabib.
Okay, you took him.
Yeah, I haven't bet it yet, but I will if I can ever win a bet before that and I have any money. Yeah, fucking.
I'm also reading that Khabib's father won't be able to come to the fight. He didn't get a visa.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. I don't really understand that.
Now, what if that's political? I mean, if he's got connections, I mean, he should be able to do what he's got to do.
It could be that he was fucking charged with a crime recently.
Right.
Like if you think about it, look, man, guys can't get into Canada because fucking they got busted with weed once. You know what I mean? You can't get into the States because you got a drunk driving. Like it used to be free willy. You could travel into countries, but it's funny too because the world just doesn't really care. But Canada, USA, and Britain, we fuck with each other all the time. Like I don't know why. It's like whatever, dude. Fuck. Like a guy got a drunk driving in Texas doesn't mean he's gonna fucking run people over in Toronto tonight, right? But they're so anal. So I don't know. I'm just speculating. And another thing is maybe Connor's fucking father has a record, right?
Sure.
Connor's not bringing that part up. Who fucking knows? But Connor.
Maybe he's like an IRA or something.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I don't know if you heard the smack talk, bro, of this fight.
Yeah, no, they seem like they legitimately hate each other.
Like, this isn't like Mayweather and I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret, right? So Michelle Serpico fucking dated Nick Diaz.
Yeah.
And she told me that fucking Nate Diaz and Connor are actually secretly friends.
Sure. I would believe
I know, and I already knew that. I already knew that Diaz fucking was sort of in on it. But basically that's the deal. She's like, oh yeah, they talk and shit all the time. Like they're actually friends. It's like it's an act. Their war is an act.
This doesn't seem like an act.
Their war is an act. So there's a little like that's the nice thing about Michelle. She knows a lot of shit about sports, man. Fucking she knows every athlete, right? So she knows the truth. Like I asked her something off the air about a team the other day, and she's like, "Oh yeah, man." She goes, "This guy's fucked up." And like, I told her, I said, "You need to tell me." I said, "I'm not asking you for gossip." I told her off the air too. I said, "I'm not going to ask you for gossip purposes. I really don't care." But I said, I bet. So it's sort of nice to know these things.
Sure.
So yeah, they fucking hate each other. Khabib and Connor. It's for real. Like it's for real. So I don't know if you saw, like Conor McGregor called Khabib's manager a terrorist and said he was involved with 9/11.
Yeah, he's been way out of line with some of these comments.
And I see tonight he threw a kick at the end.
He definitely did right at the end. Yeah. By the way, you got a fake Sonny Vega in your chat, bro. Another one.
Of course. It's you know what? I guess Sonny Vegas made it. What can you do, huh? You're not anybody until you haven't been impersonated in the chat.
Yeah, you're right. Good point.
Fucking, is this a picture of Drake with a fucking Irish flag?
Yeah, he is the worst, dude.
Like this is like it's fucking pathetic.
He's the worst. I hate him so much.
Really, dude. Like what? And if Khabib wins, you're gonna pose a Khabib out. Like, dude,
look, I've hated him forever.
He's too much, man.
Yeah, he's the worst. He loves Kentucky and Texas A&M and Alabama and the Lakers. Now he's a Raptor fan.
Hey, he's wearing an Irish flag, dude. You're a fucking black Jewish kid from Toronto.
Yeah,
you're not Irish, bro. Like, what do you mean? He wants to be black when he raps. He wants to be white when he picks up the model chicks. Like he fucking wants to be like, dude. Yeah. Like, you pick a side here, bro. Like,
no, his last name's Graham, so maybe he thinks he's Irish.
No, it's like he's basically a Jewish kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his father's African American, his mother's Jewish Canadian.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he grew up like in the rich fucking like Jewish. Like, he didn't grow up in the hood Toronto. Like,
yeah,
he grew up with his mother in the Jewish Toronto.
He swears he's hard. Yeah, he's a weirdo.
I'm not shitting on the guy for being like, because he's not a gangbanger. I'm just stating, it's like, dude, man, like, Drake, like, do you have to get your face in everything? like, it doesn't fucking matter, like, what event it is. Like, dude, like, remember, like, I swear, Team France, like, during the World Cup, he was on it. Like, it's like, we get it, bro.
No, he actually also gave, this is kind of amazing. He was wearing a Zion Williamson jersey at one point also. Like, just out of nowhere. Like, he's a dick rider, man. It's amazing.
Like the Kentucky shit is too much, eh? When he goes out on the floor during the warm up and the track,
yeah, he tries to do like layups.
Like, you're not on the team.
Yeah,
like, and it always bothers me, that stuff.
That they don't do anything about it, right?
Well, just listen,
get the fuck out of here.
It helps their recruiting, or the kids. Some of the kids like them, etc. Kids think he's cool. It's sort of like Connor. It's funny that they're together. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
like the Drake thing goes way over my head. Right. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm missing something on him. I don't see how he's a phenom, but people love him. So the thing is, though, is that, so Kentucky goes out and he's in the warm-ups and all this. It's like, bro, you let the guy come around, but these guys, these rapper guys and shit, it's like, Drake, it's not your moment. You know what I mean? It's not your deal. Like, you're standing there. It's like the Raptors. It's the same shit. Like, it bothers me.
Like, he's literally always
does a lot of good things for kids. He's a nice guy.
Sure.
I'm not ripping him from this perspective.
I'm sure he's a very nice guy.
But when he stands there in a playoff game and he stands up and he starts mouthing off to John Wall and our opponents and these guys, and he makes himself part of it, it's not your life, Drake. It's Kyle Lowry's life. You know what I mean? You're fucking with someone's like shit. Like, you're not on the team.
Yeah.
And Kyle Lowry doesn't go on stage with you when you're doing a show.
Yeah, right.
He would say, bro, hey, I love you, Kyle Lowry, but I'm in the middle of a song here. I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
You can't come on stage. I'm working right now. Like, Drake doesn't understand that these people are working.
But
like,
you gotta, if
you're at work and he's there like it's a party and a joke, and be a fan, celebrate, get involved, talk shit to the refs. But dude, you sit right next to the bench. Like, there's times when like Dwayne Casey couldn't see because Drake, you have to like, excuse me, Drake, can I watch the game? It's like, fuck Drake. Like, seriously, like, chill the fuck out, man. It bothers me.
But you got to be, if you like Khabib tomorrow, you got to be happy he's aligned himself with Conor, though. He seems like a total mush everyone he goes around. like, do you think if he stopped rooting for the Raptors, like, they'd probably win the championship?
Well, I'm still waiting, man. Like, everyone said, oh, it's great, because I used to really rip Drake, okay?
Yeah.
I used to be like, fuck him, and he's terrible and whatever. Like, I used to whatever. So I'm soft now, I guess, man. So I guess the fact that, I just know the things he's done in Toronto, that it's, it's harder for me to rip him because he does a lot of cool shit for kids and shit, but
I don't know, though. Other than that, he's pretty much a loser. He's a complete fake.
So Scott Ramsey said he's not a fan. He's the brand ambassador, but that's another thing. So he, like, I think he owns like a piece of the Raptors.
What does that even mean, though?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Brandon, well, what it means is they use his face and he has Drake night and shit. But there's not one free agent, big man. It's not like one guy has ever said. It's not like
I don't going
to say, you know what? I got Drake on my play. So you know what? I want to play for the Raptors because Drake's there.
Sure.
Like people actually said, "Oh, he's going to help get people to come to Toronto." It's like, what are you talking about?
He probably doesn't even pay for those tickets. They're probably free.
Oh no, exactly. They just give him this shit. They give him everything, dude. The guy's got a suite in the fucking stadium. Like it's you know.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
By the way, you think Tupac's alive?
No.
There's been reports that he's been spotted. Suge Knight Jr. says that he is alive and has video to prove it. And there's been a video circulating that he's in Malaysia.
No.
You don't believe it, the video?
I don't believe it. I do believe that Stevie Wonder can see, though.
Really?
Yeah.
What, behind those glasses he can really see?
Stevie Wonder is not really blind.
Maybe he's like partially blind or something.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like he's legally blind, but he's been playing people, Stevie Wonder.
Well, Gabe, here's why I wonder that.
I'll show you, big man. Like, I'll show you. What are you going to say?
I got to send you something. I want you to take a look at this while we're speaking about blind people. I'm just curious. I want to see what you think about this. Like I always watch this guy, and I really marvel about this guy. Let me send you something on Twitter. Hang on here. I'm gonna send you this. I want you to watch this and tell me how the fuck this fucking guy does this. All right, I just sent you it. Remember I was showing you that one time about that Arsenal guy like flipping out?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Watch that video and tell me how the fuck this guy can do this. I don't know how he does this.
What's we get Rogers. What's this?
Just watch it quick. Just watch it the first 2 seconds.
If people,
how does he watch the game?
1 second.
Blind.
People have been telling me all season, some of our fans have been telling me how great a manager Pochettino is. Yeah. And he's still not won a trophy. If it's that easy to win, he was in the semi-final yesterday and he was in the semi-final last year and he's not been able to win it. Now, I think...
Oh, this guy, he's blind, right?
How does he watch the game? I don't get it. He literally knows everything that goes on in the game. How? Like people comment on the video and they're like, how the fuck does this guy know what's going on in the game? Like he literally knows everything.
Well, he's listening.
Yeah, but how does there's like intimate details that he sees that like I don't know how he sees it.
He's visioning. You know, it's really crazy. Not to get too serious here, but Annihilator Nick in Montreal, he's a longtime listener of mine. And poor guy's lost his eyesight. So when I started my show 17 years ago, he could see. Now he can't. It's pretty crazy. And he's actually sent me something asking if I could get him like meetings with people in the industry about making sports a better experience for blind people. Actually.
Yeah.
He actually said it's like a massive market waiting to be fucking exploited. But I mean, just sitting there. It's funny. So when I see this guy, it makes me think of that.
This guy literally, Gabe, I've listened to his interviews. Like he gets like intimate details and like knows them. Like I don't fucking know how he does it.
All right, Kyle Johnson. Good stuff, Kyle. Thanks for the research here. Just sent us a thing about their Khabib's family business and stuff. So we'll take a look at that in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I got to hear about that.
So Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Stevie Wonder. There's people that it's been like rumored. They're like Stevie Wonder, a good example. Like he goes to NBA games and he sits courtside. Like, why do you sit courtside? It's like you can't see. What difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? But
he does. I've never seen him there.
Yeah. But Stevie Wonder, dude, he fucking reacts to 3-point shots and shit, man. Like he slips sometimes, big man. Yeah. He slips up. Like he fucking. So, dude, there's a video. I'll send you the video. I'll send you the link here. I'll send it. I'll tell all you guys. So listen, there's a video. Stevie Wonder. I'll find it right now. So Stevie Wonder is on stage, okay, with Paul McCartney and all these celebrities and shit. All these stars, and they're doing a song, and the fucking mic stand, the microphone's on a stand, the mic stand gets knocked over, and it's fucking falling. Stevie Wonder just sticks his left hand out and catches it.
Maybe he has like great senses. I don't know.
And that's what people are like, oh, well, he felt it or whatever. It's like, no, he didn't feel it. Fuck, he fucking saw it. It was like, he was like a goalie. Fuck, he was like, snap, fucking, he fucking caught the ball, put it back. It was like, oh, shit. there's been instances of a lot of people have said, fuck, I think he can see. And he beat a fucking guy in horse, all right? It was Anthony Anderson, the comedian. He beat a game in horse, fuck. And Anthony Anderson saying that he can fucking see. Like point blank. He goes, he's playing everybody.
I mean, no offense, you got to be really fucking mad at basketball to lose to a ball.
Bomani Jones fucking is convinced. And Bomani Jones is a smart guy. Bomani's convinced Stevie Wonder can see. And the ultimate here, this is fucking funny as hell, is you know who Boy George is?
Sure.
The band Culture Club. So yeah. Whatever. Guy sort of looked, you know, he's very flamboyantly and whatever.
Did he die?
No, he's alive, Boy George. So Boy George said he was at a party once and Stevie Wonder attacked him. And he basically said that he wasn't saying anything. I guess he pissed Stevie Wonder off once somehow. And so Boy George, imagine he's at a party and he's sort of standing there, but he's not talking loud or anything.
Right.
And he said out of the blue, Stevie Wonder came up and started choking him. Fuck. And so Boy George said, fuck, how can he choke me if he couldn't see? He goes, he went right for my neck and he got me. Like, fuck yeah. And Boy George ain't making this shit up. Like Boy George said, I'm convinced he can see. He goes, the guy choked me. Like fucking.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that hard to prove. I mean, we've never seen him without glasses.
Let's see.
But I'm looking at like Google right now, and there's like all these truther things trying to prove that he's not blind.
Not blind. All right, here it is. Yeah, Stevie Wonder is not blind. Here's it is with Paul McCartney catching the fucking mic. It's great. Where's the fucking? Here's the mic thing is. All right, here I'll show you guys the link here. I don't think the links work in the tweet. It's just too funny, man. Oh yeah, like he catches the fucking mic stand.
I gotta look this shit up.
Let me get this fucking BYU's fucking thing going on.
You ever hear that Fran Fraschilla joke he makes about Stevie Wonder?
No.
He made it during a game one time. I think he got like suspended for it.
What would he say?
Something about like, you know, even Stevie Wonder could see that, you know, or something like something. I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was funny. It was a couple years ago. But
Dick Vitale had the best. You know, Dick Vitale has a glass eye, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. Dick Vitale, like he can only see out of one eye. One of his eyes is glass. He's old school. He's got a glass eye.
I never knew that.
Yeah. So he can only see out of one eye, Dick Vitale. And once it might be the funniest thing I've ever heard a broadcaster say. It was during, you know how he talks. It's unbelievable. He's like fucking. So he's like, that's a horrible call. He's like, it's a horrible call. And, you know, he's fucking with Dan Shulman. He's like, Dan, I can only see out of one eye. And I saw that was a horrible call. He goes, I got a glass eye, baby. I got a glass eye. And I know it's a bad call. I nearly fell out of my chair. I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's funny. Like, he's like, I can only see out of one eye. I got a glass eye. And even I know that's a bad call.
But if you can only see out of one eye, are you really blind?
What's that?
If you can only see out of one eye, are you really blind?
Dick Vitale is like legally blind, I think.
Okay. That's interesting. ESPN still lets him do broadcasts.
Yeah, well, he can see. Fuck, he can see with one eye.
I don't know.
You do this big, man. You can still see the game.
Yeah, true, but
you
get a better sense if you can see with both.
Dude, there's fucking imagine that guy in the NFL. He's deaf.
Yeah, I've heard about that. That's crazy.
Guy in the Seattle Seahawks, he's deaf.
Did you actually? I want
to for real. Like he is silence for him, and everything is just instinct. They look at him like on the counts. He times it and shit like fucking. And Pete Carroll said, "Man, they said never anything like no." They said the only thing with him is you got to is the vision. You got to make sure you make eye contact with him. But they're like, it's no problem. Like,
well,
that's one cool. Like, look, he's got the guy with no hand and shit. Like, Pete Carroll likes these fucking.
He loves it. Yeah.
They went through adversity. You know what I mean?
Wasn't that you that I think it was you or Carton or somebody? There's like a kid in like Arizona. He plays high school football. He's a quarterback and he's blind.
That's crazy.
Like, and he like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I think Carton might have threw it out. Like,
dude, like you could be. I heard. I think there's a blind field goal kicker out there.
He's a snapper. That kid, like,
yeah. I was gonna say that too. He's a long snapper because he doesn't have to need to see. Basically, he can do it, right?
Yeah.
Bend over, long snap it back. You don't need to see. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Big man, it's incredible the human body, the extra abilities that people with some of these disabilities get, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like their sense, they're smarter, I don't know. It's like they lose one strength, but they gain all these others, you know?
If you had, let me say this. What if you could only pick one, what would you pick?
I don't even want to think of it.
What would you pick though?
Terrible fuck. I don't know. I'm into music and stuff.
I don't know. The eyes would be.
I don't even want to think about it. Like talk about it.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's USC actually, Matthias. Good call. Ed Mark B. You know, big man. We'll get into college football in a second. But you know, when I was a kid, I was like 8, 9 years old or something. I was in school and we went. Not everybody went. It was like only a few people in the class went, like one person per class or something. So it was like a big deal. I don't know why it was such a big deal to go, but I remember the teacher was upset that I was the one going even. But I went to the Montreal School for the Blind.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
And basically, I had to live blind for a day.
Yeah,
So I got teamed up with a student that was blind, and there was no fucking around. Like when I got there, blindfold time.
Yeah.
It didn't come off. Like one full day, fuck. I had to live blind.
I mean, if you're born,
to put myself in these people's shit in his shoes, and dude, it was fucking terrible, man. Like I was falling over, and it was like 11. Like I was falling over, and we played sports and shit, and we played like hockey, and
Jesus,
same shit. Like they were scoring and shots, and all the blind kids were laughing at us and shit, and I was like, I told him, I said, I don't know how you do this, man. Like it gave me this, it actually worked. Like the school project, it worked because it gave me big time empathy. And I've always been fascinated by the strength. Like, man, it's this tough world, this world, right? I wake up, I look outside, look at the fucking concrete jungle I see. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out there. I don't know. And it's like, man, I'm thinking, man, I'm in this city. I don't know anyone. I don't know what I'm even doing here. I'm going to do this show at fucking 7 in the morning. And like, you know, people, listen, I'm not fazed, but some people, it's a challenge in life and shit, to do things. Like imagine having to go to the bank or you got to go to the doctor, big man, and you got to go and just do your regular business in your life. And you got to go out on the streets of Philadelphia or Toronto or New York and you can't fucking see. I don't like doing it when I'm tired today. Oh, this is going to be rough. Oh, I'm hungover. I feel sick.
Yeah.
Imagine like, motherfucker, you got to get through Manhattan today and you're blind. Good luck, fuck.
Yeah.
I was walking around a school on school grounds fucking freaking out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Running into walls and shit like that.
And like if it really got hard, you could just like take the blindfold off,
Like, no, exactly. Can you imagine? Like fucking like real world, hitting sidewalks, fucking people trying to steal from you. Like
that's why when something bad happens to me, I just think about people like that and I say, I guess it could all be way worse,
Like it's like exactly the smallest things, like sight and sound, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me. And then
but I feel real.
Imagine being both, like fucking, like just unbelievable.
I feel real bad for people that like lose their sight when they're like older, because like I can understand, like you're born blind, you kind of like know how to do it from.
Well, that's what's so painful that it makes me sad for my friend there, the guy that. He used to watch baseball games. Now he can't. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You can vision it.
Yeah, that would be brutal. Because, like, if you're born blind, like, you don't really know because you've never seen anything.
Yeah. Man, it makes me cry and shit when I see those videos. Fucking.
Sure.
of like little girls and shit that I've never seen before. Like there's the technology so good now.
Yep.
That, you know, I saw a thing where like I saw a video of a girl. It's like this 12-year-old girl. She never heard before in her life. She was deaf.
And they like
heard, she could hear now. They got her hearing, and they played her a song. She just started crying. It's like, oh, fuck. Like you said, like I tell people that, man, you lose a basketball bet or a baseball bet.
Yep.
Really? You think your life sucks? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but then it's like
ultimate self. Like we're all selfish. I get mad. I'm like, oh fuck, but I don't. You know, and I've done it before when I was younger. But that people, and Bobby Riggs says it in the clip that I play. Oh, woe is me. You know what I mean? When you hear gamblers, I have bad luck. Why does this happen to me? What do you mean? What happened to you? You put money on somebody else's life. Nothing happened to you.
Yeah.
Nothing bad happened to you. It's like you played a lottery ticket and you didn't win. It's like scratching a lottery ticket and losing and then saying, I can't believe God hates me so much and I didn't win the lottery. It's like, well, the lottery company only put one winner out of those 17 million tickets, motherfucker. It's not God's fault. God can't give you that ticket. It doesn't work that way. Like, people always think that, like, God's out to get them and life's unfair to them. It's like, really, life's unfair to you? I saw a girl at the track yesterday, same shit, man. It brought me this, and people were kind of, like, ignored her a bit, too. I felt bad. Like, you know, it was a girl, and she's, you know, she can't walk, so she's in, like, a scooter. And she got this sweet little voice. She can barely talk. She's like, like she doesn't have the strength really to, you know what I mean? And I heard her placing bets. She's like, can I take Auburn? And like, she's at the window and she's betting on ponies and shit. And I see her there all the time. And, you know, she goes there because, you know, she's around people and, you know, it's something. It's like, that's why a lot of sports fans are sports fans, you know?
Yep.
They don't have anything, right? Their thing is the team.
Yep.
That's why they're, you know, the guys that go to all 180 games and shit, that's their life. You know, that's
like a Marlins man,
right?
His thing.
You know, and I was just thinking, you know, people, and then people think like, you know, about, oh, you know, my girlfriend left me or this, and I lost my job. It's like, dude, man, you know, you don't think this girl in this fucking wheelchair would fucking kill to fucking have her boyfriend leave her? Fuck.
Or lose.
You know what I'm saying? Or fucking have the opportunity to get a fucking job and lose the fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to think too that, you know, why, you know, what does that have to do with me? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure a lot of people still think that now. Like, you know, wow, there's people, remember you hear that, wow, you know, think if there's people starving in the world right now. You're like, yeah, but that's them.
I'm not. Yeah.
I'm better than them. That's honestly, that's what people think. Yeah, but, you know, we're smarter than they are, or we're, you know, that's different. And that's the whole thing. It's not different. And I used to think that forever too. I used to have problems and think mine somehow are worse. You know what I mean? Yeah, but my problem. And, you know, we value, like, white life is valued like more than others. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, it's like when you hear, well, 3,000 kids died in Somalia today. Yeah, but that's Somalia. You know, that's that's the Middle East, or, you know, that's just sort of normal there.
That's Syria. That's right.
Yeah, that's Syria. There, you know, I know the poor little girl in Syria got gassed today, but that's, you know, that's politics. That's Syria. No, like, everyone's God's children. Fuck.
Sure.
Like, you know, we're not better because, you know, I'm in this condo and fucking here. I'm not better than some fucking kid in a hut right now. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? He might be better than me. He might be higher up in God's echelon than I am.
He probably is, yeah.
Yeah, but people, settle down, big man.
Well, no, I mean, and then us. I mean,
yeah, you know, you're like, sorry, probably is, Gabe. Yeah, did you? but you know what I'm saying? Like, we value shit. Like, we think, you know, as we all think we're so selfish and shit. Like, just basically the me, us. It's like people don't realize. Like, listen, man, people have it pretty bad elsewhere, like, and around you. You just don't notice it. Fuck.
Yep. No,
but anyways, there's my deep human moment, sports rage. I'm supposed to be telling people to get lost and get out of my chat and shit. Instead, I'm preaching about tolerance. And
you're getting too soft, Gabe. Wake up.
I'm preaching about tolerance and empathy.
Let's talk about Babano's little stunt the other night.
I thought he overreacted personally. We were just having a little fun, but
I don't know. I thought it was a bit of a, you know, it's like you talked it up for weeks and then you like, you know, But
like you said, listen, I've been very supportive of your guys' website, haven't I?
yeah, fuck yeah.
You know
Hey, you know what, Gabe? You know what's amazing? Like,
dude, it was kind of funny. I just said, Babana, you did 70 fucking videos. Then I said, how are the picks going, bro? Well, I haven't made one yet. I'm like, it's October 3rd.
And Gabe, I think it's been very nice of you. Like, honestly, like I don't even like if you just said SBR, like I'd be okay with that. Like, I really don't like. It's not your job to promote me, but yeah, he was very like. I thought he'd be on his game like right away, but yeah, he flipped out. He wasn't having it the other night. He
could have just said, "Hey, I didn't have any picks. Ha ha ha! I got a bunch of picks now, right?" But
yeah,
when I don't know if you know how it works. I could have been meaner about that after too, right? Like fucking, I was like, "Yeah, I'll give him that shot." Fuck, you know what I mean?
I don't think you know how pick selling works, Gabe.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the picks. All right, Arizona and.
Yeah, and then he started like telling me what to do, right? Like he cut me off. He told me what to do. Even Jazz in the chat was like, "Hey, Babana, it's not your show, buddy. Fuck him." like I said, I can take it. It's funny, and you know, Babano's been a good sport on the show. But it's
dude, the best thing he said was, "I don't bet dopey baseball."
Then that.
Then he goes.
Then I got into it for real. I said, "Dopey baseball. It's the fucking playoff. The fucking Yankees are playing the A's right now." Remember?
Well, then at the end he goes, "Well, I do have a small play on the Angel or the Athletic." I'm just like, "Well, I thought you didn't bet dopey baseball." I mean,
today he said something about baseball, and I saw people on Twitter were tweeting him saying, "I thought you fucking said baseball playoffs are dopey."
Exactly.
That was the best. I know. Like. There's nothing to bet on. It was like it's a full slate. He got everything going on. Like,
yeah, when he said, I don't bet dopey baseball.
That was the best. Coming from a guy whose expertise is the Canadian Football League.
Yeah, dopey hockey.
Oh, I know MLB. I know that's just over the top. Like,
I don't bet on dopey hockey. It's like, okay, I understand, but I don't bet on dopey NFL.
Yeah, that was the best. There's another time too, Babana was shitting on some football conference or something about how you can't bet on it. I'm like, dude, you bet on the CFL. Like, you know.
This is also a guy that says his favorite college basketball conference is the MAAC.
Oh, that was it. Thank you. He was shitting on. Oh, that was it. He was shitting on the NBA, and I told him, "You're watching Manhattan Jasper games, fuck." Like,
yeah, Marist Manhattan. Or something.
Shout out to Kyle Hamburg. You can't really see the shirt because of my angle, but.
Nice.
If you check it out, Kyle, I gave you some love on the Carton Show with the shirt today.
Here's mine.
Make Obama president again. We haven't gotten too political recently, so now, all right, show it again. So now people in the chat can tell you to fuck off and everything.
Actually, a lot of people liked it initially. They said big man's a G for wearing that. Gabe, I have a feeling you kind of agree.
Oh, I think it's a good shirt. I saw a guy today or yesterday in New York here with a yeah, Obama can't be president. It's 2 terms. It's true.
I know.
There's like every fucking, I swear to God, there's always someone. It's New York, right? But I swear it's Comic-Con every week here, fuck. And
it does seem like that, doesn't it?
There's like a bunch of goth guys here in Toronto now. And I saw a guy yesterday, they all had like MAGA hats on, but they were black, and it said "Make America Goth Again."
I also, Gabe, I don't know if you saw this, but did you see Gritty did that pizza review with that Barstool guy?
Oh, no. So yeah, what happened?
You got to go watch that on YouTube right now. It's hilarious. But he like walked down the street and like no one even noticed. Like it was like no one even like got bothered by it. Go watch it. You got to watch it. It's fun.
I'm liking Gritty. Gritty's good. I'm a fan.
It's really funny.
I bought in. Yeah, Kyle Johnson setting us all kinds of guys now. The guy who fought one arm. How about the fucking Nick Newell, the guy that fights fuck with one arm? Imagine getting in a fucking cage with one arm. Dude, there's a wrestler. I don't know if you ever seen a wrestler, big man, with no legs and no arms.
Yeah, I have seen that guy. He's
man, like the guy's got no arms and no legs. Fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
He can beat me up. Fuck.
Yep.
I don't know how he takes people down. It's amazing. Like, yeah, man. I don't know. And I also think, just one last thing on this. All right, here now I see a video of him to try to kick him. Let's see. So, all right, Unprovoked. Khabib just standing there. Conor fucking hits his hand, dick move. Oh, and then Conor throws a kick that he knows won't hit him as Dana White protects him. He's such a bitch, Conor. Khabib's in his head. It's funny because fucking people think that it's the other way around. Like, that's an act of a desperate man right there. He always does that. He waits till Dana and he throws a kick. It's like, oh, I'm sure Khabib's scared in his hotel room right now.
He was like calling him out because he didn't get off the bus or whatever. And Khabib's like, you had like 40 guys there. What was I going to do? Yo, watch that video I DM you, Gabe.
Connor's an idiot. Fuck. Connor's a fucking idiot.
Like, you'll like that gritty even more after that.
Oh, I went for pizza, yeah.
It's funny, man.
I got to read fucking Portnoy's fucking pizza reviews just so I know.
The ice, you get some googly eye goon, and you have factory from the ice. That's what they're doing in Philly. It's like, hey, we stink. JBR is back. We ship him out. He's back. He stinks. Let's get a goon. Bravo, pizza. I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, it's funny that he's ripping the flyers and Gritty's just there.
He gives him the slice of pizza and he just throws the pizza and puts up a sign that says cheesesteaks over pizza.
Oh, does he at the end? He throws it, yeah?
No, he does it like in the middle of it, like when they start eating, like right at kind of the beginning.
We can't win a hockey game. We lose by 100 goals.
Yeah, I'll check it out after. Good for Gritty. Yeah, Gritty and Barstool, they're everywhere. Both of them.
I actually kind of like that mascot now. He's pretty funny.
I told you, he grows on people. You know what helped? When he went and he danced with the Philly Fanatic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like that helped him. Like, just seeing him dance and stuff, people like that shit.
Settle down, Nathan Brooks. I don't agree with that.
28-7. What a bad pick would BYU. Fuck me, man.
Nate Brooks says Khabib in way over his head tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know about that.
We should know it. I love you, Brooks. I love you, bro. But Brooks is what we call a Connor.
Oh, he likes Connor.
Yeah, like Connor can do no wrong. Like Connor gets fucking tapped out, no wrong.
He's like LeBron James too.
Yeah. Like this is the thing with these Connor fans. Like, he tapped out quicker than Corey Parson did today, right? Against the guys, but you know what I'm saying? Like fucking, Connor doesn't matter, Oh, he did great. Connor, you see what Connor said. Like, Connor's a dickhead. Why would he punch? Why did he slap Khabib's hand there? Why? Why did he throw a little kick when Dana White clearly was blocking him? Like, if Connor really wanted to go after Khabib, why didn't he? He waits until people are on. He did the same shit with Tyrone Woodley. I'll show you a video of Connor. Connor fucking said something to Woodley backstage once. This is like 2 years ago. And Woodley fucking looked over and said, what? You know what? Like, fucking for real. Like, he stopped. And Connor fucking didn't say anything until a bunch of people got there. And then Connor ran his mouth again. Like, Connor's just whatever, dude. That's what he fucking does. He's just a bitch. Fuck. He's a bitch.
Gabe, get this fucking loser out of this chat, man. I'm getting sick of his ass.
Which one?
JASMR. Fuck you, man.
Oh, what? Hope everything's all right with my life.
No, you sound very miserable. He called me bi earlier. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, you sound very miserable when I talk to Babano.
What? Babano kind of sounds miserable at times.
I didn't sound miserable.
That guy.
No, we won't boot him out right now. We'll just keep our eye on him.
Yeah, settle down, Asmer.
Gabe, you sound very miserable when talking to Babano. I hope everything is all right in your life. Hey, what's up, Juiced?
He's insinuating that your life's bad. That's why you treated Gabe bad.
Yeah, I know. I got mad. I didn't treat Babano bad. I thought it was a pretty funny bit. In fact, people thought it would how many people sent me things saying that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen?
He's had some really funny run-ins on your show. Like, I was watching the show recently where he goes, where you were like, I got to wonder about you, Babano. He goes, we'll keep wondering. Yeah.
Today his fucking phone fucking died in the middle of the interview.
Yeah, I chill with trannies. Good call, Levi. Real creative.
All right. See that? Then the hill will boot that out.
Like really creative stuff, dude.
Yeah, Levi. Yeah, that was your one shot. That's all you got.
At least I don't chill with all men like you, Levi.
What's wrong with trannies, anyways?
Some are pretty.
We just talked about it. We're all created equal. Hey,
Yeah,
dude, I lived in the red light district in Montreal. I swear to God, bro, I would rather get into a fight with a pimp, man, than one of those transvestite.
Oh, yeah.
They play for keeps, bro. They'll stab you and shit. They'll fucking put a heat in your eye, man. I'm telling you,
sure.
They got knives and shit. Everyone on the street knew, man. Like, no one fucked with those people.
Yeah, they're tough.
No one fucked with them. Like, I'm telling you, like, they own the corner, bro. Like, people are like, I'm not fucking with that guy. Fucking guys wearing high heels, gonna spike you in the face. They're nuts, fuck. Like,
yep, they're tough. They're tough broads.
Yeah, they're tough. Like, I'm saying, exactly. Like, I'm not. You'll never hear me talk shit about a trans. Like,
and it also kind of looks bad to like attack a woman, like even if like it's not a woman. I just kind of avoid.
All right, so fucking BYU, terrible performance tonight. Utah State, pretty good team. So tomorrow's games in the morning. What are you looking at college? I played Texas and Oklahoma over the number.
I like that one.
Yeah, I played Texas, Oklahoma.
Jesus
over.
Christ, Georgia Tech, Louisville's a disgrace, dude. Jesus Christ, did you see that final score game?
No.
66-31.
Wow.
You took Texas over. I like that.
So Lamar Jackson, dude. You're right. What a trade.
He plays defense, I guess.
I see here the Clippers are close to getting Jimmy Butler from the T-Wolves.
Can he just fuck off already, please? I hate that. I hate that motherfucker.
That's too much, huh? Like,
he swears he thinks he's LeBron James. Like
you said, dude, the guy was the star of the Chicago Bulls, and they sucked.
Yeah, he's
like, oh, this is unfair.
He's delusional.
Sent you to a fucking team with as much talent as the Golden State Warriors. Like the T-Wolves are loaded, and it sucks. You suck. You're not a star player. You're not a star player. He thinks that he's like this like franchise saver. Every team you're on, you don't even make the playoffs, Jimmy Butler. You're a good player. You're not a franchise player, man. But
listen to this quote, Gabe.
Him and his fucking bullshit. I'd trade him. I'd say, get the fuck out of here.
Listen to this quote I heard about him. This is a quote that Sam Amico wrote. He's a columnist. Jimmy Butler drove a pickup and listened to country music when he entered the NBA. He was a humble country kid. Now he drinks $4,000 bottles of wine and thinks he's LeBron or Dwayne Wade. He's a shitbag. He's so delusional.
He's not even as good as Paul George.
No.
And I think Paul George, I find, overvalues himself. Like Paul George thinks that he's in that Westbrook and everyone else category. But, Paul George is more consistent. Jimmy Butler's a good player too. Like, he's a good player. But he's not as good as he thinks he is. He's not very good offensively. He's a good two-way player.
And he can't carry a team.
For what he brings to exactly. He's not a star. Like, he's not a guy that's like, all right, Jimmy's here. We got this. He ain't dropping 32 on the other team. And like, you know what I mean? He's not going to take a game over. He can help you on a good team. He's good, but he won't take a game over. And like you said, motherfucker thinks he's LeBron James or something.
Yeah, I did hear though he was fucking Andrew Wiggins. He was fucking somebody on the team.
Anthony Towns.
Yeah, like his girl or something. Which is an outright savage move if you're on an NBA team.
But we don't know if it's true.
Sure. It's just speculation. Allegedly.
Yeah. I don't know, man. These NBA guys. Remember who's the guy? It was Jordan Bell. He fucking said to Buddy right to his face, remember in the summer league, to the girl, call me. Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, Jordan Bell was hitting on Donovan Mitchell's girlfriend in the NBA.
I did not hear about that.
And if you're the Clippers, you got to do something. So it makes sense. But exactly, he's a complimentary player. He's a good player. He's a good player. Like you said about the article there, like, where did he play? What, VCU, right?
Jimmy Butler, Marquette.
Oh, I always confuse that. Marquette, sorry. So, yeah, he was like a grinder and shit, right? He makes it to the NBA and sort of becomes a star. But I tell you what, he is right about Andrew Wiggins being fucking soft, though.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Wiggins is like
Like
lazy.
Andrew Wiggins really is soft. And Andrew Wiggins fucking ran his mouth after because remember Steven Jackson?
Yep.
So Steven Jackson with a PH, Steven Jackson, the old 3-point shooter with the Pacers and shit. He got involved and he basically, because I think he played for the T-Wolves too at some point. So he basically said, man, Jimmy Butler's right. He's like, the T-Wolves, you guys are soft. And he wasn't rude. He said, I watch Wiggins and he could be so good, but he just doesn't really care. And I've been saying this about Wiggins forever, that he doesn't even sweat during games. He doesn't sweat. Like, I don't know how you can play in the NBA and not even like drop. He's bone dry, this guy, after a game. And he still scores his 21 points or whatever, but they're meaningless points. You know what I mean? They're just sort of.
Seriously, though, think about this question before you answer it. Like, if you were given like the choice of the two, who would you rather have?
Between who?
Butler or Wiggins?
Butler.
Like by a lot?
Yes.
Really? Because Wiggins has better career numbers.
Yeah, but Wiggins doesn't play defense.
Yeah. Well, true.
Butler,
I would take Butler.
Big man. Butler's a good player.
I would take him too, but Wiggins isn't that.
You know?
Yeah. I don't think he's that far behind. That's all. Like, I would take Butler too, but.
Like, Jimmy Butler thinks he's as good as Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jimmy Butler thinks he's like, top 10 player in the NBA type shit.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, he thinks that. He's not. He thinks that.
No, he's delusional. He thinks he's LeBron James when he's like, I mean, seriously, let me ask you, Gabe, is he any different than Iguodala? Seriously?
It's a very good comparison.
I mean, he was the same player on the Sixers. He wasn't good enough to lead the team. He was a better, like, if you put him on like a good team, like the Rockets, he would be perfect for that team.
Yes.
He's not a player that should be rolling like on a team and like leading it.
I know, but you also notice it's not like teams are running to the window to get him either.
No one wants him because he's a delusional fucking idiot.
It's like, yeah, he's good and he can help us, but he wants a max contract. He doesn't produce max numbers, and he's going to rip everyone on our team all the time.
Sure.
It's never his fault. That's the thing with Jimmy. It's never his fault, big man.
No.
Never Jimmy's fault. You know
and it's always like he's never happy anywhere. Like, you can literally put him like on any team he wants, and he'd find fucking reason why he doesn't want it. That's not good enough. I want to get traded. You
know, the crazy shit is, we jump into NBA. Well, let's get to college football again after and Sam. But Kevin Durant, it kind of flew under the radar this week. There's a lot of shit going on in the sports world, but Kevin Durant is going to leave Golden State after the year.
Yep.
It's like, let the Kevin Durant sweepstakes begin. Where do you think he ends up? A lot of people think LA with the Lakers.
Houston.
Because of LeBron. He is friends with LeBron. I don't think so. I think Kevin Durant, and I don't think he goes to Houston either.
Washington?
He doesn't like Washington. He's from Washington, D.C., but he doesn't like it there. He doesn't live there. He doesn't go back there often.
I would say Houston.
He's told people that he'll never play for the Wizards. Like, he doesn't – it's never been a goal and dream of his. Like, he doesn't like them. He actually was a Raptor fan.
Settle down, Gabe.
Well, I'm not saying he's going to sound Raptors because he's a Raptor fan, but
he would love that.
That's who he grew up a fan of. Like, that's his team, the Raptors. So
if he goes to the Lakers, like, I'm done. I'd never watch NBA again.
You know what the latest rumor is, and I'm gonna fucking like throw up if it happens. Is
Anthony Davis?
Yeah, to the Celtics.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like, dude, like, do they have a fucking salary cap there?
Yeah. Well, they get rid of Hayward.
Like, seriously, it's real. Like, supposedly Anthony Davis told them, like, with the Pelicans, like, just I'm gonna go to Boston.
Get rid of Hayward.
They're gonna have to get rid of someone.
Hayward.
The only thing is, and you're a Sixer guy, and I'm a Raptor guy.
Yeah, I'd be sick about that.
Listen, they're scary, Boston, but big man, don't you think that maybe like their chemistry would be a problem?
Yeah, I always think it is.
We don't know that they're all going to fit these guys. They've never played together. And it's easy to be in posters now and smile together in pictures.
Well, I got a ton of shit, Gabe, because I put out my top 10 college basketball teams coming into the season, and I got a lot of shit because I didn't put Duke in the top 3. And I said, well, no offense, but like, I know they have good players. I get it, but cohesion is a problem, and it is with the NBA teams too.
Yeah.
I mean, Miami had trouble when LeBron first went there. I mean, it always happens.
Kyrie Irving is a ball hog.
Sure.
He wasn't there last year. He's a ball hog. Jason Tatum is the young star on this team.
Yep.
What are you paying Gordon Hayward for? Like, there's only one basketball. You've got all these guys, and it seems they're all pick textbook perfect right now.
Yeah, I don't know why they want Gordon Hayward. I mean, you have too many players. Get rid of him.
Gordon Hayward's overrated, bro.
Yep, I agree.
The other guy, Gordon Hayward. Dude, he didn't do shit in the playoffs with Utah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he disappeared against the Clippers.
He's another, like, just decent player. Like,
he's a tier 2 guy. Like, to me, Gordon Hayward isn't even DeMar DeRozan. And you know I'm a big DeMar guy.
No, he's not even – he's like
DeMar DeRozan's not superstar, but he's a star. You know what I'm saying?
Hayward's not even top 30 in the league.
But Hayward's not even a star. Like, Hayward's just – I don't know. You're okay. You got a lot of love because
he's a nice player. Yeah. He's not going to win you anything. He's a complimentary player. That's all he is.
Yeah, exactly. This Gordon Hayward shit. It's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, like walk.
Even 17.8 points a game. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, see you later. I mean, they have plenty of good players anyway. Jaylen Brown and Tatum and all these young kids. I mean,
listen, on paper though, they're fucking scary. You know, Kyrie Irving, Brown, Tatum, Hayward. Horford.
Yeah, but with Kyrie, he always gets injured. I know. Do we ever expect him to actually play a full season?
No, I don't. And that's another thing why I don't really fear Boston as much as people do, is that I know that too. You're right. I'm like, man, something will happen. One of them will get unhappy. Someone's going to bitch. You don't know
how much Hayward makes?
You don't know how much, like 27?
31.2.
Dear God, he's not worth 31.
Next year, 32.7. 2020, 34.1.
Yeah.
What a waste.
And also, look, last year, big man, there was all those injuries, right?
Yeah.
And look how good Rozier played.
Yeah, they were solid. They got to
Jason Tatum, like, is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Now, Jason Tatum ain't saying anything publicly, but when now suddenly when everyone's back, Jason Tatum's going to think this fucking sucks, man. I was on the path of being like the best scorer in the NBA. Now I got Kyrie Irving here. I got fucking Hayward. I got this fucking guy. We got
what is that behind? Is that a fucking helicopter? Flying low as shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Damn, it looks like it's flying like into the city. Holy shit.
Yeah, it actually looks like it's about to hit the fucking building.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like, I'm looking at it from fear, and I'm like, what the fuck? Look at it. Where the fuck's it going?
It's like a police helicopter.
Oh shit, man! Port Authority or something.
Yeah, yeah, like they're monitoring the city.
Fuck, man.
Dude, you should see the shit I see at night here.
I'm sure you see crazy shit. I see that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Man, the other night there was like an alert or something. Like they were fucking. It was all over the place, dude. They were flying around, fucking.
Sure.
Yeah. Fucking. It's really vivid. You can see the sky behind me, huh?
Yeah, I could totally see. I see a fucking plane flying. I'm like, what the fuck?
Can you imagine how horrible it would be if like something happened live when I'm on like this?
No, I would not want to see that.
Oh shit!
I'd be scarred forever.
I
mean, think about where you are now. Like that, you'd literally see. I mean, you'd see Jesus Christ, everything.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Yeah, like if 9/11 happened, I'd see it essentially right.
Yeah, it's literally right
there. If
there.
I was here, yeah, I would see it vividly. It'd be awful, and I'm still haunted by it. Like I pass the tower every day on the water, and not a day goes by. I don't look at it. Like
yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm in the water. I'm right under it, right? So I'm looking up. I'm like, holy fuck, man.
You ever think, like, you ever go to New York, Gabe, and just look up? And, like, look up and just see, like, how high those buildings are?
Yeah, I tried to yesterday, and it hurt my neck.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, like, the World Trade Center, Gabe, was 115 floors.
Like, I tried. No shit. I tried yesterday to look at the building. I was like, what is this anyways? It's the one right here.
What, Empire State Building? What do they do there? Yeah, I wonder.
No, not the Empire State Building, but there's the ones right in the front, that big white light that's going up and down this big tower. That's actually like the workers' construction elevator.
Right.
Escalator. Like it's like it's not completed yet. So and I guess the Jets were going to build a stadium there, but it didn't work out. Drew was telling me. So they built these big buildings there now, towers and shit. And so I was there the other day, and I was under it. I was just at a red light waiting for the light. And I'm standing there, and I look up, And I never do it, big man. But I was like, I'm going to look up here. And I fucking looked. And I literally hurt my neck, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Holy fuck, it's fucking, I couldn't even see the top of it. I was like, holy fuck, man. But once New York, it is freak you out. It'll freak you out, big man. I don't, whatever. I'm knowing my way around here more and more, but most cities, like you fucking look down a street, there's an end. You know what I mean? Of the city, you know what I'm saying?
See, but I don't get, like in Philly, I don't get that. Like it doesn't come, like to me, it's not that big. Like I don't
know exactly. It feels small. Like Montreal, there's 3.5 million people, big man.
Because it's
like a little town to me that the sky is short.
Yeah,
the moon, you know what I mean? It feels small. Like
And in center city, Philadelphia, it's not very big. Most of the city is like neighborhoods, and it's like New York City is like, it's unbelievable how big it is, man. Like,
yeah. So that's the thing. New York, you stand in Manhattan and you look, and there's no end to any street, big man.
No, it's amazing.
It's just like rows and rows of miles of towers and fucking.
Yeah.
You walk, like you could walk for an hour and you're still like you're nowhere. Like you're like, I'm still in this fucking like.
Yeah, the streets are long as fuck, man.
Oh yeah, it's over the top. Like it's not intimidating. It's intimidating to some people at first, but I'll tell you guys now, it's not.
If you have anxiety, it's a bad place for you.
Yeah.
Like I'd stay the fuck away if you have anxiety.
Or if you're freaked out by being around a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's fucking funny. Like today, big man, it's just these little New York moments where I didn't look up. So I'm standing there fucking, I'm sort of thinking about shit. And I cross the street and I just look up and there's literally like 2,000 people coming at me, big man.
Yeah, you got to move.
And I'm like, there's like 6 of us and we're going one way and it's like the entire city of New York is coming at us.
Mm-hmm.
And most people would be like, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? But you just plow through it. Fuck, you know what I mean? You just do it. And I've realized that tip in New York here, do not walk slow.
No, you got to be fast.
Like, don't even think, oh, I'm going to let this guy pass or I'm just going to walk and casually let everyone rush around me. It's like you're driving slow on a highway or something. Like you're fucking traffic up. Like
that's why I like this area because like everybody does that. Like you got to be fast. Like we don't dilly dally around. Move. Get out of the way.
Exactly. Like here, like it doesn't matter if you bump into someone. It's cool. Just keep going. It's like fucking. Otherwise the whole system fucking collapses. Like you could tell the tourist and shit. Like there was this tourist lady in front of me today and I didn't want to be rude with her, but like, fuck, she was fucking slow, bro. And she was all nervous. I could tell she was scared and fucking, there were like fucking dudes outside the store. Hey, yo, lady, you have money. And like, fucking, she was fucking having a little nervous New York moment, but she was holding me up, bro. I had a fucking, I was like, lady, fuck, you gotta fucking hurry up, man. Like, I nearly told her off. Fuck, I came this close. So I was like, don't do it. Don't say anything. Like, I was just gonna say, lady, fuck, you gotta pick up the pace, baby. Like, all right.
Yeah, it's a different city, man. You gotta be on your go. You gotta move quick.
Kyle Hamburg saying there's too many people in Atlanta now. That's what happens.
Yeah, man, I'll stay where I'm at, man. By the way, what are the fucking Blazers doing? I have those fuckers tonight. What are they doing? Blazers. Oh, they're up 23. Sweet. Killing preseason.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I haven't jumped in on the NBA preseason. All right, big man. So you got a date, you're saying. You got to go. And you know what? It's getting late here, too. And I got to blast.
Yeah, 15 minutes I'll hang out for.
So
yeah, but tomorrow I'm looking really into some of these games. LSU, that game screams under to me. How did they score 45 points in that game?
I agree. I like the under there. I also like LSU.
Sure.
LSU.
I'm really liking Hawaii too. Late night.
Yeah, you read my mind.
Like I don't know why Wyoming. Like this team stinks. They can't stop anybody.
Hey, Hawaii, you're 5-1. They don't get the respect.
Yep, and they're at home.
I have to give my picks. This is what I did. You know what? I fucking forgot to fucking pick.
Yeah, I like when you do that. Give out their picks. I want to see what you got.
Well, yeah, I'm now no reason to watch my college show in the morning. But I have to submit my picks to them already. It's college football best bets. I sort of fired them up, but I like them. So I took Alabama, Arkansas over 57.5.
Nice.
I got the Texas Longhorns +7. Oklahoma, Texas over 60.5. South Carolina Gamecocks +1.5.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
LSU -135 money line. I like the under that LSU game as well, but I didn't post it. Fuck. Colorado Buffaloes.
Love them too.
Maybe it's a trap. I don't know. Like,
but
Arizona's a tough place to play.
I don't think it is a trap game. I mean, Colorado's. I don't think people believe in them just yet.
I know, and they're good home. So I got Colorado. Man, I've been riding Kentucky every week, and every week people tell me the same thing. Yeah,
I think they get killed this week, though.
Yeah, but I've heard that every week from people.
Hey, you've been on the train. Why not just keep riding it till the wheels fall?
I was on them against the Florida Gators, winner. I was on them against Mississippi State, winner. I was on them against South Carolina, winner. Until I don't know.
Hey, listen, if they go down to Kyle Field and win,
that's my man. What's his name? Benny Snell. Benny Snell.
Yeah. Sure.
Snell's like an upset here tomorrow.
Snell's like an upset.
Yeah, we're getting 5.5. So this, I swear to God, this is what I gave him. So Alabama, Arkansas over 57.5, Texas +7, Oklahoma, Texas over, South Carolina Gamecocks +1.5, LSU -135, Colorado -135, money line as well. Kentucky Wildcats +5.5, and Hawaii caught my eye as well, only -3. They're a great home team. They have an explosive offense.
Wyoming
are not a good team, and they're going over to Hawaii on a little vacation. It's unbelievable. Hawaii and going bowling, big man, but they're already 5-1. Hawaii can start thinking about not just playing in the Hawaii Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They can be like, you know what, motherfuckers.
That's a good call by you. There are balls.
10-1 here, guys. Let's go. Yeah. Let's do this for real. You know what I mean?
And you gotta realize, you look at their final couple games. They don't have an easy schedule here. At BYU, Nevada, Fresno, and Utah State.
Good point. Makes this game even more important.
Yeah, that's a good point by you. I totally forgot about that. I forgot they played an extra game.
Yeah. So they need to win. And dude, to Hawaii, their whole goal is to make the Hawaii Bowl. That's their thing.
Yeah.
Right. We want to make a bowl game. It helps recruiting and gets us on TV. So, dude, if Hawaii, no one, even Hawaii, didn't think they'd be at 5 wins right now. It'll be a monster moment for them tomorrow to clinch a bowl spot. 7 fucking games.
And I mean, Gabe, you look at Wyoming, okay? This team gave up 319 to Washington State through the air, 398 to Missouri, 345 to Boise. They beat fucking Wofford by 3 points. Their only win is against New Mexico State fucking below. I mean, who cares about that? You beat Wofford and New Mexico State. Now you got to go over to Hawaii. Everything's elevated. You got to go a day quicker and everything. I agree. I've mentioned this one all week. I don't get it.
Hawaii. Any other games?
North Texas against UTEP. I think they kill UTEP. UTEP are really bad.
You don't want to call my earlier in the week, but it's so many points. It's not really in what I do.
Boise?
No, it was Central Florida against SMU.
Sure.
They don't let up Central Florida, and they're so good. It's 24. It's a lot. I could just see it winning around now. I think of this game. What do you think? 55-28. That's a cover.
Sure. I like Michigan tomorrow too.
You like Michigan here?
Yeah,
huh?
They kill teams at home. I mean,
they made a mistake at the window, big man. When I made a ticket and I didn't change it, I'm stuck with it.
On what?
Money line parlay. Look.
Let me see.
Michigan Wolverines, Washington Huskies, Wisconsin Badgers. I wanted Michigan State on the money line, and the parlay was -190 or something. I screwed up. The guy screwed up. For some reason, he put Michigan State minus the points.
So now you're damn.
Now the parlay pays more. 100 pays $256. But I didn't want Michigan State minus 10 points. I hate Michigan State, and now I got a $100 ticket on it. I need to win.
And they're laying 10 on the road at Northwestern. Jesus. You got to – that's why I always check the fucking thing before I leave. I hate – those fuckers don't listen.
No, it's not Michigan State at least. It's in East Lansing.
Oh, is it? Why did I think it was on the road?
So But the thing is, Northwestern are pretty bad big man this year, aren't they? So maybe Michigan State can cover it, but what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they are at home.
To play, but I didn't cancel it. I figured, fuck, it is what it is, you know?
Well, I mean, Northwestern are pretty bad, and they can't throw. They can't throw the ball. I mean, Michigan State can really play defense. I think it's probably a good play. Usually, those mistake kind of things always come in. So
that's what I was hoping for. That's what I thought of Cam. Like me and Cam always say that. Like once the bet's in, if you change it, then you're going to lose it probably again. You know what I mean?
I would just stick with it.
Yeah, like that's what I said. I was like, all right, I'll just,
I think you'd be fine. Part's not great. I kind of like Colorado State and San Jose over. Colorado State a little bit. I like Boise too. Boise State against San Diego State.
What are they laying there?
14.
Wow.
San Diego State, Gabe, can't stop the pass. I mean, that team is brutal.
Yeah, poor number 26.
Yeah, they're bad. And Juwan Washington's out.
You know what's crazy, big man? I'm looking right now. Like, what are we missing on this? Hawaii's down to 2.5. Like,
yeah.
Are you kidding me? Why? Hawaii should be 6-point favorites in this game.
I think Donnie Wright said that to me, and I thought to myself, I don't know though. I mean, they haven't played well. I mean, they almost lost last week to San Jose, and I think people are still skeptical about Hawaii. But maybe they think Wyoming's better than they are.
Oh, here's a game we didn't talk about. Give me Virginia Tech against Notre Dame. +7.
Wow. I'm not I don't want to step in front of Book right now.
No. I was looking for a good pun with Book. The book has been read. But I think going on the road here, Book. I know Book went on the road against Wake, but this is a different animal right now. I don't know. I've been burnt with Vodtech a few times in these spots with Fuente, thinking, Fuente. And I ended up fucking getting fucked. So I see Navy's playing Air Force here. I like one of these military games. What do you think of that?
I like Air Force. I think they're a little bit more dynamic through the air. Navy, I'm not a big fan of that group this year. I think the total is a bit low too. I mean, last year was 48-45.
It's at Air Force too, right?
I don't think either of those.
I don't understand why Navy's 3-point. Like, this is not a good Navy team. Like, it's not. They're not the same Navy team anymore. Wow. Yeah, maybe the Fly Boys are worth a look there.
I agree.
Yeah, Arizona State, Colorado. I don't know. It seems like Herm Edwards getting a little too much respect there.
Yeah. I mean, it's on the – I'm not willing to step in front of Colorado right now. I like what I've seen from this team. Montez looks great. I mean, have you seen that guy? He looks great.
What do you think of Auburn and Mississippi State?
I don't want to get on Auburn or Mississippi State right now. They can't score. They have 13 points in the last 2 games. And Auburn, I mean, it's not going to get any easier.
No, I know. All right, big man. So any other closing thoughts on the way out here?
I think Memphis destroys Connecticut. Connecticut, Gabe, are just absolutely disgusting on defense.
FSU and Miami play tomorrow. That used to be a big shit. Now it's not.
Now no one cares, right?
Yeah, now no one cares. UNLV's what?
I kind of like Buffalo, too, a little bit.
Yeah, good call by you. Didn't you say last week you liked Army, right, against Buffalo?
Oh, yeah, to win.
Outright.
Yeah.
No, exactly. It looks like a good spot for Buffalo to bounce back in. Huh?
Bounce back, yep. Central Michigan is – so do you say you took South Carolina?
Yes, sir, yeah.
You know their quarterback's out, right?
That's fine.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not
I'm just seeing that now.
I knew he was banged up.
Missouri can't stop anybody, though.
Exactly. Like, it's next man up in college, you know? Who's playing? So Bentley's out. Who's the kid that's stepping in, though?
That's a good question. I want to say I feel like I know, but let me see here.
Scarnecchia. Yeah. Sounds like a Rutgers quarterback.
Sounds like a mob boss. Michael Scarnecchia, redshirt senior.
Here's Muscamp.
That's never good. I want to read into this guy.
Jesus Christ, like you said, redshirt. No, you want to hear a redshirt freshman. Like
redshirt senior means he
been here
sucks.
forever and he can't play. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a minor leaguer that gets a start after 10 years.
Let's see.
Listen to this guy, Gabe. He was named the team's GPA. He earned the GPA award. That means he's just real smart.
He was 4 for 6. He's 8 for 13 in his career.
At least he's playing Missouri, though.
Will Muskamp says Mike throws the ball extremely well. He just hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Against Coastal Carolina, when he came in, he did great. That deep ball to Davis was an outstanding throw. He did some nice things last Saturday night. We've got confidence in him. There's not going to be a lot of change to who we are and what we're going to be running.
Yeah, maybe the kid can do something.
Muskamp said on Thursday night on his radio show that Bentley would still be a game-time decision, though.
I'm seeing doubtful, but I guess if you get him in there, you get him in there.
Yeah, and here it is. At Bentley, they're talking about true freshman Dakaron Joyner, one of the top dual-threat quarterback recruits in the country, will serve as the Gamecocks' official backup.
Yeah, he's a guy you don't.
And he's also received first-team snaps, and I'm reading the South Carolina local shit here. They got a couple of packages for Joyner, and he's going to be in there too a bit. I don't know. It's not like South Carolina's offense was killing it with Bentley anyways, bro, right?
No, I mean, you're playing Missouri, so it's not the end of the world. You know?
And it's in South Carolina. Like, South Carolina should win this game. Like, you know what I mean? People were typing these guys up to fucking beat Georgia a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I thought they could.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. It's the perception, right? Like, look, who did they lose to? They got beat up by Georgia, and they got beat up by a very good Kentucky team. And now everyone's like, they're fucking terrible, South Carolina. I'll tell you, I never liked Will Muskamp. I told you before the year started, I thought they were overrated. Fuck. But I think it's a good spot. And like you said, this isn't so much me saying, I love South Carolina here, but it's more of a play against Missouri on the road too, you know? Sure. I mean, you're telling me Missouri should be favored even against a backup quarterback on the fucking road with Bannon? Big man, come on.
I agree with you. Missouri are awful on defense. I mean, they're absolutely disgraceful.
Playing the percentages here.
No, I think you're onto something here.
All right, big man. So, any NFL thoughts before we wrap it up with you?
I think it's an interesting week. A lot of interesting games. A lot of maybe tough spots. Maybe little random spots. I'll be at the game on Sunday. I'm a little worried about it, though. I really am. Kirk Cousins generally shreds the Eagles. I like the over in this game, this Eagle game. I think we see some points down in South Florida.
We're going to find out a lot about these football teams, aren't we, on Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
Vikings, this is a gut check time for Minnesota, man.
Yeah.
Gut check time for Minnesota, and you guys.
Major revenge, too.
Got that Super Bowl hangover thing that everyone gets, and the season's right there. You know, the thing is, it's that division you play in, right? You don't have to worry about the Cowboys. You don't have to worry about the Giants, but I think Washington could be sneaky good, actually. And I tell you what, I like the Redskins plus the points on Monday Night Football.
Yeah. No, I think you're onto something there, too. I kind of like the Ravens. It's hard for me to take a rookie quarterback against a good defense.
I love the Ravens this week.
Yeah.
You know, the Ravens are 18-2. I thought it was 5-0, Paulo. But 5-1, huh? The Ravens are 18-2. Last 20 games against the Cleveland Browns. 9-1 last 10 times in Cleveland. Tough spot. They were on the West Coast last week. Heartbreaking loss. They deserve to win. You know, though, Cleveland are sort of the one team. I don't know. I'll talk about this after when you go, actually. But I did a little angle on this in a video I did today. But if you look, almost every team in the NFL, big man, has played like crap in one game this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm talking about a total write-off calamity type of, like, wow, that was ugly. And, man, that team's terrible, etc. So here we have the Cleveland Browns haven't, though. It's kind of bizarre. Like, the Browns really haven't had a bad game, even though they're 1-2-1. They played well in every game this year. So I almost feel like they're due for a bad game.
Yep, and I think it's
due for one of these old school Cleveland games. And basically, look, it's only 3 points, big man, and you're getting Jim Harbaugh versus Hugh Jackson minus 3 points. You know?
Yeah, and if you lose, you lose. I mean, I'm not.
Baker Mayfield scare me this much that I'm not going to take Baltimore?
No. Same thing with the Jets in Denver.
That's an ugly game. Fuck. I mean Denver, but I don't trust them.
Well, the line move's going the right way. The public's on the Denver, and the line's moving that way. So,
you like the Jets there?
Well, I think it looks like a Jets line, but the public is now starting to bet the game, and Denver is the public side, and the line's starting to go their way. So I think it's the right play. I mean, I would be on Denver if I had to play it, but it does look kind of shaky to me.
Yeah, to me, that's a stay away game. I don't know, maybe people have different opinions and different angles of these games, but I don't like that one. I'm gonna run over all the NFL games. You guys.
Yeah, I'll jump off, Gabe. Before I let you go, I'll give you a little Premier League play tomorrow. Leicester, Everton over 2.5. See some goals in this one.
Leicester and Everton over 2.5.
Leicester, Everton over 2.5. Yep. Gabe, always fun chatting with you, man. Talk to you next week.
Good stuff, big man.
Yep. See you, buddy.
I like the NFL card this weekend. We'll run through the games. We'll run through the games. I don't know. It's scary, though. If you like the card so much, it doesn't seem to work out. Get a little pissed off, though, man. I could have won today. The games I got in at the book, I didn't get. It's like, I'm just fucking frustrated with shit. Fucking BYU. Toledo versus Bowling Green. I don't know. Fuck, Toledo were fucking terrible last week. Coming back from the West Coast now after that embarrassing game last week. No, it's time to get Kershaw out of there. You got to save Kershaw. Yes, we talked about the UFC, Crypto Boss. I'm on Khabib. Felipe likes the under in the Falcons game. I like the Steelers there. Listen, I got a college show in the morning, so I can't stay on till like 1 or anything, but I won't end right now. We'll take a little quick break here in a second, and I'll blast through the NFL here for you. What's up, Anthony Greer? I do like the over. I do like the over in the Khabib fight tomorrow. Conor and Khabib over. Ergo saying under, but you can get 1.5. What's up, Sonny Vega? You can get one. What's up, Fraser? You can get NHL Survivor. That's right. If anybody's in the NHL Survivor, just either email me or DM me the pick. It'll be timestamped, right? It'll be timestamped. So if you're in the thing, Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Ad Hoc, actually. It's true. I noticed that. I didn't know it was Korean parade, but thanks for reminding me. I noticed that. I saw signs today saying that fucking parade route. Yeah, are we on Monday? Like, I forgot about that. I never was told I'm not on Monday. I was never told there's no show on Monday. I got to figure that out. At this point, it wouldn't be a bad thing, to be honest. Like I haven't. Nobody told me fucking anything. That's a good point. I figure they would have told me. By the way, you're not on Monday. Like it seems to be pretty serious, this Columbus Day shit. Like Manhattan's all fucking shut down for parades. It's always a fucking parade here. Fuck, every fucking week there's a parade. Every week there's fucking Comic-Con and every week there's a parade here. Today, though, they ain't fucking around today with Comic-Con, man. Like there's literally, like there was like thousands of people on the street. Like, you know, whatever. It's a Friday night in Manhattan, so it's always busy. But like I walk down 34th Street, and usually by the time you get to 9th and shit, it clears up. It's just sort of, there's no tourists around there. But the Comic-Con's at the Javits Center, and it was just constant, man. Like flows of thousands of people. Like fucking Batman and Robins and fucking cosplay chicks and you name it, man. I was thinking a clam chowder should be here for this. Pretty good. I don't have any thoughts on the Old Dominion game, Cody, to be honest with you, bro. My fantasy teams are doing good. I'm like fucking 3-1 in most of them. I think I'm 2-2 in one of them. So yeah, like I was saying, I like the over 1.5. I don't think that. I'll tell you right now. Listen, if you're betting on Conor, if you think Conor McGregor is going to win the fight, just bet on Conor to win via knockout. Like that's if Conor's going to win, he's going to knock him out. So then you ask yourself, well, when is it going to happen? If it's going to happen, it probably happens in the first round. If he does, but I don't think he is. Right? But if you're betting on Conor McGregor, why bother by taking Conor McGregor? Just take it to win Conor by a KO. Connor's not going to last 25 minutes with this guy. Connor's not going to beat him up like tuck, tuck, tuck for 25 minutes either. Like he's either going to knock him the fuck out or he's going to spend 25 minutes on his back. And I think it's more he's going to spend 25 minutes on his back. And another thing is Khabib's not a good finisher. You know, Khabib is good and shit, but he's not like this killer that people make him out to be. It's more the Russian angle and the hat and, oh, he wrestled the bear and shit. But he's very good at wrestling. You know what I mean? He's like a snake. He's like that python. Like once he gets you, you're fucked. But he doesn't inflict a shitload of damage. Really. So even if he gets Conor down, which he will, I don't really see him like mauling Conor's face open or anything, you know? Conor will be rolling around and defending. The only thing is Conor's kind of a bitch on the ground. You know, Conor talks a lot of shit, but once he gets down there, look, he fucking tapped right away with Diaz. Like he didn't want any part of it. So Conor talks about how tough he is, but he tapped right away. So I don't know. I think Conor's will isn't as deep as people think it is. So there's a chance that Khabib could fucking stop him and break his will. Like Conor might just, you know, figure, fuck this. I don't want to get beat on for the next 25 minutes. I'd rather just lose now. I think it goes over to 1.5. That's at -175. The real total is 2.5. I tend to lean over 2.5. I think Khabib beats him, and I think it goes over. Khabib's just going to lie on top of him for 25 minutes. And then after, Conor will cry and say, he's not a fighter. He didn't want to fight me. He's a pussy. Conor will save face after he loses by playing the old he didn't want to really fight game. That's what they all do, fuck. He's a fucking pussy. He's a fucking pussy. He didn't hurt me once. He fucking humped me. That's what he's getting. And that's, you know, I can see it already. You know what I mean? You can see it from a mile away. He didn't want to fight. He's a fucking pussy. You know, he can't fight. He can't punch, you know? Yeah, they have to pay Kyle Hammer when a bar orders the fight. Yeah, they're not just paying like $48 or something. You pay like per seat in the bar. You know what I mean? So so it's like, all right, if there's 200 people in here, we'll charge you $2,000 or whatever. It's actually a lot. Like bars pay a lot to get like these fights. People don't realize it. That's why some bars will have admission. There'll be bars with admission tomorrow. Some bars will have admission. Other bars will have like, you know, drink minimums. You got to spend $40, $50 if you're going to come in, you know? Yeah, it goes by the seat in the bar. Dodgers win 3-0, up 2-0 in the series. Dodgers are winning the World Series. I'm not just saying that. They are. Yeah, like Hooters is paying. No, like not 25,000, Sunny Vega. Like maybe a place like Real Sports in Toronto, like they would have to pay, you know, like $8,000 or something. But your typical sports bars, it's about $2,300, I think. Generally in between like 2,000 and 4,000 for a bar, depending on the size. So like if a bar is going to do it, they got to make sure that people are going to come, right? Like you notice in the old days, everyone had UFC. Now they don't. Now it's more, you know, some places. I've noticed tomorrow there's a lot of Muhammad's asking about Bosscast. I swear, Muhammad, I think it might be a preemptive strike on the fight tomorrow. One thing I'll say, Brooks, I'm not a fan of the price of the fight. I'll give you that much. I'm not a fan of the price. But Bosscast being down really could be a preemptive strike on their behalf, on the USC's behalf. Like they're going to lose. Like about a million people watch this shit. I saw a thing. They for the last Anthony Joshua fight, they said that they thought that 1.4 million people watched the stream. That was their ballpark figure. That they said that basically 1.4 million people watched the fight illegally online, well, whatever. It's not illegal, right? It is, you know, it's illegal for the person to stream it, but you know, they're in these countries, they can't do anything about it. The rest of the fights are so bad. I forgot about stream to watch, but the rest of the fights are so bad. Ergo, that's the thing. I'm not gonna say bad, but it's kind of a shitty card. Look, Gray Maynard's my boy, but he's not beating Nick Lentz. Gray Maynard's like old and shit. Like he shouldn't be fighting Nick Lentz. Nick Lentz gonna beat him. I would say, you know what? I'm looking at the cards. Not that bad, actually. I'll tell you right now. Actually, you know what? Felice Herring shouldn't be favored either. Fuck. The karate hottie's finally going to win a fight. I'd go Michelle Watterson plus 100. OSP plus 200, I think it's worth a little look. Volkov will beat Derek Lewis. Everyone's liking Formiga versus fucking Sergio Pettis, but I'm not seeing it. I like Sergio Pettis. Aspen Ladd and Tanya Evinger. I don't know. I want to take Tanya, but I don't really know enough about the fight. I got to dig in there. Ryan LaFleur and Tony Martin, I'd say, would go over the number. I'll post my picks tomorrow here, but it's minus 400. You know what? There's actually some decent fights. We had Joey Dessa on today, actually. The first time Joey's been on in a while. It was good stuff. And Joey says it's going to be a favorite card. The favorite, he said the chalk is all going to win. And I pretty much agree here. Like Nick Lentz is going to beat Gray Maynard. Yana Kansekaya is going to beat Nina Landsberg. Ryan LaFleur should beat Tony Martin. Alan Patrick and Scott Holtzman. Lou likes Scott Holtzman, underdog here out of the lab here. Scott Holtzman, plus 225. So that's worth a look. Lou, that's one of Lou's dogs there. He likes Scott Holtzman. Aspen Ladd is like a big hyped up chick. She's pretty much like the future of female MMA. But she's young. And Tanya Evinger is like old, who's been around, more cagey. I think Tony Evinger's a live dog here at plus 150, but somebody was telling me something about her weight and shit. I got to dig into that. Sergio Pettis and Formiga, like I said, everyone seems to like Formiga here, but Sergio Pettis isn't that bad. Derek Lewis and Volkov, the heavyweight fights, you never really know what's going to happen, but Lewis is just a big fat guy. You know, Volkov is at least a good athlete. Volkov is actually one of the weird guys. Like, you know how Stefan Struve's really big, but he doesn't know how to use his range. Volkov does. Like Volkov's like 6'7", but Volkov keeps distance and comes in and gets out and shit. And it's very difficult. Like he's smart, Volkov. He's a smart big guy, which is kind of rare. Like Volkov's pretty good. He's crafty, fuck. So I think Volkov will be smart enough to know that Lewis can hit me, fuck, but you know, he's slow, you know? Felice Harris got a great ass, but she's won a few fights. She's just not that good. But the thing with Karate Hottie, Michelle Watterson, is she's small. Fuck. She's a tiny girl. These little pitter-patter things, they don't really do much damage. Fuck. Tony Ferguson should beat Anthony Pettis as well. I got a weird feeling about that fight, though. Like, Ferguson should kill Anthony Pettis. But I don't know. Like I said, there's something about this fight. I don't know. I can just sort of see Anthony Pettis fucking finally catching a break and like kicking him in the head or something. You know, like Pettis is great. He's a great athlete, but he's just, his career has just been kind of a waste. Like I've always thought Anthony Pettis is better off in glory. Like Pettis cannot defend a fucking takedown, right? So, and it's been years he can't. And I don't know. I don't think Ferguson will take him down though. That's the thing. I think Ferguson's got an ego. So I think Ferguson will think, man, it's a pussy move for me to take him down. I think Ferguson thinks like that. I'd be surprised. If Ferguson just comes out and takes him down, it'll surprise me. I think Ferguson thinks, fuck this guy. I'll fucking fight him. He thinks he's so good standing up, I'll fucking knock him out. Ferguson's a much bigger man than he is, right? He should be able to fuck him up. Where's our boy Ghetto? Now I'm thinking, I was thinking about the other day, actually, that we need to get, I was thinking about the other day, we need to get like a road rage going. You know what should be the weekend we were talking about? The Bills weekend and Michigan weekend, November next month. Clayton Kershaw, 8 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs. I know he's a terrible playoff pitcher, though. Yeah, we got to get you down here, Haynes, or with Cam. Get a greasy. I know. I got a few of them for you if you want. I can set that up easily, Haynes. Meadowland Park View. I got enough room on the floor here for you. Yeah, Meadowlands View. Hey, I stayed there. I'm telling you, Muhammad, I think the UFC and Conor McGregor are doing a preemptive strike. You guys want a good site? This is a good one. Oh, it says I'm not even signed in, so that's fucking weird. But it's live.tv.sx. Listen, ad hoc. All that me talking over break shit going into the breaks wasn't my fault. The fucking clock is off and they don't, whatever, dude. The radio break, the live radio break and YouTube and all that shit's different. And it's off. Like I remember Carton used to miss it all the fucking time. And Carton used to bitch and he used to tell him in the fucking thing. He goes, I'm telling you, the clock is wrong by 7 seconds. And it is, but no one listens to the host, right? You'd be surprised with that, where shit's going wrong and stuff. And like you tell them, like you figure, oh, like if I'm the host, I'm on all the time, and I tell them, listen, this mic is fucked, or like these headphones are fucked. They don't care. Like no one cares. It's like this in every network. It's until it doesn't work, and then people are like, oh, how come no one told us? It's like I told you 80 times, you didn't listen. Fuck, you know. I've had this my whole career. I get some fucking Febreze in here. Yeah, comeback time. What? How many more TDs do we need? Like 5? Settle down, ad hoc. Yeah, we're going to the Pig and Parrot tomorrow night. It's funny too because before I moved here, I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait. I'll check out Hoboken and shit. But I've heard so many terrible things. I expect like to go to the Jersey Shore tomorrow. Like that's what I expect I'm walking into. Like I don't know what I'm going to do for the Patreon show tomorrow night, guys. Either I'll do it. Don't worry. I mean, I owe you guys. I appreciate the support. We might do it earlier though. We might do it earlier. I think my plan tomorrow is Drew's going to come down to the book. We're going to go to the book in the afternoon, get the bets in and everything. And then obviously I can't do the show there. I can't do the show for the Meadowlands tomorrow night. I could if I fucking went through FanDuel and shit, but it's not worth it. And it'll just upset my bosses. So they're going to say, you know, you just cut a deal and do shows for free there. Like, it's kind of stupid, right? So I see their point. You know what I mean? I get it. Yeah, exactly, Bruce. Next strike for us, man. It's state trooper time. Like they're obviously waiting for me to screw up again too and try. What's up, David H? Yeah, she's happy I'm back. So I was thinking tomorrow, I don't know, get to the book, hang out, leave the book, come back here. Maybe I'll do the show from here. Maybe I'll do the show from here, you know, from like 7 o'clock to like 10 or something, you know, or 6 to 10, or I don't know, 6 to 9, I don't know, whatever. Or we do it, I don't know, I'm going to think, I might maybe even Hula Hands, fucking go over to Hula Hands, watch the games there, do the show there, then go over to Hoboken. I'm going to send Michelle a message. I think she's working right now, but she'll probably see it. Hey, Michelle. Does your bar have Wi-Fi? Will it be to podcast? Either way. All right. Can't hurt to ask her, so I just asked her, can I bring a computer and do podcasts there? Or will it be too loud? And also I might get into the copyright issue and I have the sound on in the background and all that shit. So, but at least it's good to know, you know what I mean? Whether like, you know, can I bring a computer there or what's the deal? Sonny Vega. Settle down, Sonny. Oh yeah, so this is, I don't know if you guys saw this. So the Oakland A's fan with the green hair, they got fucking beer poured on him. The story took off. The story took off. The guy is getting all kinds of free shit now. Marlins man said he's going to take him to a game. Fucking, he was going to, but the A's basically hooked him up. Fuck, he's going to the World Series and shit. Whatever. Fuck. He's like a fucking, he's a little hero now. And the guy that did it fucking felt bad. I guess the guy that did it has like fucking a shitload of followers on Instagram. He's known. He's in New York. He goes on that hot mix show with fucking, what's that guy's name? Charlemagne the God and shit. So I guess people in New York all know the guy and they're all pissed at him. Fuck. They're like, dude, fuck, you make the city look bad. Fuck, you're a fucking asshole. So they went out. The Yankee fans that threw beer on the fucking A's guy went out after last night or whatever. And the Yankee fans paid for drinks. They got the kid drunk. And the A's guy poured fucking booze on him. He threw a beer on him. He was like, all right, fucking, and everyone threw beer on him and shit. And it's a nice story now. Everyone wins. Fuck. Yankee fan looks good because he fucking got the kid drunk and fucking let him throw beer on him. The Oakland A's fucking hooked the kid up with free tickets. Fuck. I think they gave him season tickets or something. I don't know what he got a shitload of shit. Marlins man talked about it. He was like, I was going to bring the guy from a game to the game, but he goes, looks like the A's hooked him up with tickets. Fuck already. No, that's the real Sonny Vega. The real Sonny Vega's here. You should be flattered. You should be flattered, Sonny. You have impersonators now. You've made it. Soyless in Seattle, trash Yankee fan saving face. When I ask her, I'm going to give her a raw child so I'm front on the spot. Yeah, I don't throw beers on other fans, Tyrich. I don't do that shit. All right, guys, so I can't be here all night. Wow, Khabib's up to minus 175 again. I kept waiting for the line to come down. It just doesn't come down. For all the hype about Conor McGregor, fucking, he thinks he's this and that. Well, bro, no one's fucking betting on you, man. Well, people are betting on you, but just your fans are. Like, it's not affecting anything. The number is climbing back up. Like, people are on Khabib. Like, real money's on Khabib. Like Joey Odessa said today. He said, you know, the small bets are on Conor and the big bets are on Khabib. So the number's not moving. They're saying in Vegas that they're taking a bunch of Conor money right now, but it's just all Conor fans. So basically, like, these Conor fans cost them a lot of money to go to the fight, man. You know what I mean? They fly over from Ireland. They're spending money on booze. They drink like fish. It costs them a lot to get drunk. You know, if you're an Irish guy, you probably need like $2,000 for alcohol for the weekend in Vegas. Seriously, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, these guys drink. So, you know, like, they don't have money left over, like, to bet. I remember that. I remember when I did a show at Mandalay Bay for UFC 100, and I had the president of MGM on, if you remember. Like, big time, fuck that. Like, the head of entertainment of MGM Grand was on the show because we were at Mandalay doing the show. Remember, it was awesome. He gave me his card, and he said, use this card anywhere you go. I got free drinks like all weekend. It was great. Fucking, so I asked him, I remember we were standing there, and I looked out, and it was like thousands, man, thousands of MMA fans. It was like literally like 100,000 people there for UFC 100, the convention and shit. Remember, there was the first ever fight week convention and whatever. it was the biggest thing I've ever seen. Like, it's gone downhill since, but like that was UFC at its fucking peak. And like that, it was packed, man. There was literally like 80,000 people there that week or something. And I remember like the fucking casino, man, was fucking packed of nothing but fucking UFC fans and t-shirts and fucking playing blackjack and like the fucking like. So I said to the guy, I said, wow, I said, business must be great. I said, the place is packed. You got 60,000 people on the floor. And the president of MGM told me, it was off the air. He told me, he goes, I can't wait till this is over. Fuck. And I said, why? You got all these people. He goes, they're just taking up space. He goes, they're taking up space. And he goes, they're good guys. He goes, they bought their ticket. And he goes, Dana gets their money. He said, they buy t-shirts, they buy shit. He goes, they all bet $20. He goes, they all bet $20 parlays and shit. He goes, it's just, you know, they're taking up space on my floor, fuck, you know, essentially. He's like, we had to lower the blackjack limits. My regulars aren't here. Like, he's basically like, he basically, so people think, oh, it's so great. These Irish fans are coming to Vegas. It just annoys the casino. It's like, man, great. We got fucking 4,000 drunk Irish guys singing all night. They don't bet much. They're all cheap, fuck. You know what I mean? They don't have any money. They all spend their money on Connor and the ticket and shit. You know, they have money, but it costs them thousands of dollars to come here, and they're spending $1,000 for the ticket. Like, they're out of money, you know? So they bet $20, $50. Like, it doesn't move the needle for the casino. And when they play blackjack and shit, they're playing at the cheapest possible tables, right? It's not like there's a bunch of Irishmen, Connor fans, that are in the VIP room right now, you know? They're good guys. I'm not shitting on them. I'm just telling it like it is from a business standpoint. Gambling God. I don't know. Fuck. Because humans are evil and steal other people's ideas. Bobby asked for my college picks. I'll throw them out. I'm going to end the show in a minute here, so I'll rattle off every pick for you here. Since you asked nicely and you tuned in, that's what I'm here for. Don't forget, guys, this show is now brought to you on SBR by Bet Online. Go to Bet Online. Go to the SBR website. Click Bet Online. Get your nice big bonus, and you continue to get nice free content like this show. This ain't free. I'm not doing this for free. SBR pays me for this, guys. So if you want this shit to continue, then you better support the sponsors that they want you to support. So, and that is Bet Online. Tell them SBR sent you. My plays are Alabama, Arkansas over 57.5, Texas +7, Oklahoma, Texas over 60.5, South Carolina +1.5, LSU -135 money line, Colorado -135 money line, Kentucky Wildcats +5.5, Hawaii -3, and LSU Florida under 45. We should note a warning, though, about that game. The South Carolina game, the quarterback is out. So you got a backup quarterback playing for South Carolina. That's why the number is what it is. So to recap, Alabama, Arkansas over 57.5, Texas +7, Oklahoma. The numbers might have moved, but this is what they were this afternoon. Texas +7, Oklahoma, Texas over 60.5, South Carolina +1.5, LSU -135 money line, Colorado -135 money line, Kentucky +5.5, Hawaii -3. NFL football. I'll be on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock on the fantasy site. Check out all the SBR shows, but give us a visit as well. NFL football. I tweet my picks out too, but I'll rattle through every game right now. No breakdowns, but picks. I've done a million videos and all this shit. You guys want my stuff, look it up online. Atlanta Falcons, Pittsburgh Steelers. I like the Pittsburgh Steelers -3, and I like the over 58. Both, I'll tell you if it's a best bet or not. These aren't best bets. Pittsburgh Steelers -3 over 58. Like it. Baltimore Ravens -3, best bet. It will be in our super contest. Denver Broncos, New York Jets, pass. Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions +1. I like it a lot. I can't say love, but I like it a lot. And it might be in the contest, actually. It probably will be. It's on the table. Green Bay Packers have no wide receivers. They're overrated, the Packers. And Detroit are better than we gave them credit for. Detroit just had one bad game, but that one bad game happened to be on national television, so everybody remembers it. But they're actually not that bad, Detroit. I think they can beat the Packers here. Jacksonville and Kansas City is going to be a fun game. I love the over 49, best bet. It's gonna go over 49. Kansas City can't stop anybody. Jacksonville's offense is better than people think it is. So that game's going over 49, best bet. I like the Chiefs to win the game, though, -3. Miami Dolphins and the Bengals. I like the Dolphins +6, but I'm a little bit worried. The Dolphins had a lot of injuries on the offensive line. It's something I'm going to be monitoring, but I've liked the Dolphins all week, and I don't want to talk myself out of it. I don't like not taking picks because of injuries. I sort of expect the next guy to just play well, unless it's like a key major scene, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, okay, a couple of guys are out on, like the Carolina Panthers, good example. The Panthers have been missing 3 regular starters on the O-line, and they're fucking, they win games. They have the second best rushing average in the NFL. Like sometimes the backup is better than the starter, right? But the Dolphins have problems in the sense that the Dolphins are like bringing in retired guys and free agents off the street. Like the Dolphins are really injured for real on the O-line. Like seriously, like they signed 2 guys off the street this week. I'm not talking homeless guys, but I'm talking guys that were inactive, not in the league, that they were like, listen, we're in a panic. We need you. Like we need bodies. So like Miami's O-line is that thin right now, and I'm a little concerned about that. So, but keep our eye on this. Take a look at the injury reports and see if their O-line gets any healthier. There's a couple of guys that are questionable. But the Bengals have been a good underdog pick this year, but suddenly the Bengals asking Andy Dalton to win by 6 is a little ambitious. New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers, this number is 7, and it came down to 6. It's 6 right now. It kind of surprises me. I generally am not a favorite bettor. I never win when I lay like big points. But I think that Carolina fucking rolls them. Carolina take care of business against bad teams. That's what they do. And New York's a bad team. I think they win like 27-13, 27-10, 27-17, 30-17. 30-13. The Giants' offense is fucking terrible. Eli Manning's done. Carolina's going to beat them. Tennessee and Buffalo. Buffalo's the play. Buffalo's in a great spot. Tennessee have won 3 weeks in a row as an underdog. Teams, and it's rare that happens. They never cover after that. The spot, like me and Will Capper talked this week with Cam, and this is the thing, like the spot in this game is totally Buffalo. It's 100% Buffalo, the spot, the narrative, the situation, the trends. The only thing that's not on Buffalo's side is the actual game because they suck, right? But Tennessee win close games. Tennessee should not be 5.5-point road favorites. It's a bad number here. Buffalo's the play at +5.5. I like the Raiders a lot at +5.5. It's funny. I shit on Gruden a bit. They're old, but I got to give them credit. The Raiders compete every week. They're in games, man. They lost by 1 point to Denver. That Miami game, they were fucking winning all game. Fuck, they ended up blowing it with like 7 minutes left. The Cleveland game, they were in all week last week. That Ram game in week 1 was 33-13, but it was really a closer game, man, into the fourth quarter. The Raiders have been competitive, and I think the Raiders and Gruden are going to get up for division games. It's going to be like a home game for the Raiders, like over the top home. And the Raiders and the Chargers, a dog-dominated series, man. Last year they played on New Year's Eve. It was a shit show. The Raiders had everyone hurt. They lost 30-10. But before that, you look the last 6 games, they're all close games. Arizona and San Francisco, I think Arizona is actually to play, but I'm going to pass that game. This is a be careful one. I'm on the Rams bandwagon, but I think this is a trap. I think Seattle are probably going to cover the number here. It's just hard to trust them, but I think Seattle are the play. Be careful if you're betting the Rams, man. I'm warning you. And I think it goes under the number. The total is 50. I think Seattle will slow the Rams down a little bit. They're going to kill the clock. And it's just one of these weird division rivalry games. It'll be closer than people think. You know, you remember the old days when the Seahawks were old days. It wasn't that long ago, a couple of years ago, when the Seahawks were really good and the Rams weren't. The Rams always played the Seahawks tough. It was one of those bizarro world type of deals where they beat them and shit. I have a weird feeling that it's going to be like role reversal now. It's like the Rams are really good, but Seattle will beat them. You know what I mean? And Seattle aren't terrible. They're just not the power that they were before. Minnesota and Philadelphia is a really tough game. I lean with Minnesota. I have Minnesota in a teaser. I teased the New England Patriots, so I got Carolina Panthers to a pick 'em, and I got the Vikings to +10. Actually, for $150, it pays $336 back, so I'd like to win that. Sunday Night Football, I do like the Houston Texans. I think the Texans beat the Cowboys. And Monday Night Football, I like the Washington Redskins, actually, +6. As far as our super contest picks are concerned, I haven't done them yet. It's getting serious. We're going to have to do them in the morning. My cell phone's fucked up right now. I got to call Steve early in the morning. But what we're looking at here is Baltimore -3, Houston -3, Detroit plus the points, Miami plus the points, and either Carolina minus the points, Buffalo plus the points, or Raiders plus the points. But basically, Baltimore is on our super contest team. The Houston Texans are on our super contest team. The Detroit Lions are damn close to making the contest team. The Dolphins, we want to do it. The O-line scaring us. The Panthers are on the table. I don't like laying the 6. The Buffalo Bills are on the table, but it's only like 3.5 in the contest, so we're not getting value, so it's probably a pass. And I think the Raiders will make the cut when it's all said and done. I don't trust the Chargers as a favorite. And with that, I must end the show. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We gave you a little longer tonight just because we've been cutting the shows exactly at 2 hours, and I did start 15 minutes late tonight. But we do appreciate the support. You guys rock. If you want to support this show and support SBR, like I said, sign up at Bet Online. Tell them SBR sent you. Tell them this show sent you. Give SBR the credit. I don't get any commission or anything like that. But like I said, SBR are good people. They try to, you know, man, they have 1 million videos a day and shit, guys. You know, the way they make their money is if you sign up with the Sportsbook. So go over to Bet Online and sign up with them. You don't have to put $1,000 in. Put $100 in. Put $100 in and put it on my NFL picks, and you're going to make money. We're hitting at a 61% clip this year in the National Football League. I like Khabib tomorrow night, and I like the over. I'll post my picks on Twitter tomorrow. I'll be on TV, internet, and the radio tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. talking college football. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Bruce Chat. Thanks, Sonny. Thanks, Ruth. Thanks, Grinch. Prophets Pushy, my boy, Gambling God, Sonny Vega, fake Sonny Vega, Hainzer, Grinch, Larry, Cody, Kyle, Nolly, all the crew here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you. We'll see some of you tomorrow on Patreon. If you want to hang with me tomorrow, go over to patreon.com/sportsrage. And we'll see you on TV and on Fantasy in the morning. Thanks, Pappin. Thanks, Gambling God. And then thanks, Tyler. And we'll see you guys Sunday morning with Corey Parson and all the antics. Fun times, me and Corey on Sunday with Mike Blewett. Well, I'll be around online over the weekend, guys, all right? Other than that, you're on your own. Later.